I think to myself, no, it's not worth the shitstorm. Also, it's like you have to log into every fucking AI site to like get good generated AI. I'm like, fuck that noise. I don't wanna make more accounts for something I'm not even dedicated to. Get the fuck out of it. You know the more fucking accounts you make, the more likely you're gonna get like shit leaked to the dark web, and then there's gonna be stupid like scammer like mails constantly sent to your email. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I will say that. No, I shouldn't say anything.
The greatest part of all of this is that at least they will be like, oh, you can use ChatGPT as your therapist, but if you want any more services, it's time to make that account. I'm like, yeah, fuck off.
Fuck off! I don't want to make another account. No many accounts.
You're already getting all my information, you son of a bitch. So why should you need more?
I know. Fuck you. Greetings everyone and welcome to the Persona 4 Golden Stream. It's been more than a month, I think. We're finally actually going to finish Kanji's whole dungeon and story arc here. It's gonna be funny, I think. I don't know. Most of Persona 4 is gonna be relaxed more often than not because we're commentating, so we're not really playing the game. So it's just, hopefully you may back and hope that we talk about the story. Anyway, let's get started. You can see everything, right?
Yes, I can see everything.
Good. Also, I figured something out, and that's that the ghosting that we've been seeing is not due to the frame rate. In fact, the higher the frame rate, the less the ghosting exists. So increasing the frame rate is a good thing. The problem here is that the ghosting is actually part of the game itself. In order to hide low frame rate, they added motion blur to it in the original version of this game. And they never thought to fix this for like the PC release that has a higher frame rate. Or any other release for that matter that has 60 FPS. So essentially the lower the FPS, the more noticeable the ghosting is. I don't notice any ghosting when I'm playing the game because I'm playing with 120 FPS. You will not notice it. But we're watching this at 60 FPS, so we will notice it. In the meantime, I'm checking out Ko, who is like, he learned that, his parents now found a proper successor to the family, so now Ko can do whatever he wants. And for some reason, somehow, he feels empty because of it. It's like, man, I wanted to rebel, but I can't rebel anymore because I can do whatever I want now. What the fuck?
I have no purpose in life. I guess it's time to marry him off and have children.
I got the blessings. They told me I could do whatever I want. It's funny, they were also dead set against me playing ball, and now I can do anything. But now I don't want to do it anymore. Birds have the life, man. They can fly as high as they want. But me, I'm feeling like I've sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And apparently the right words to use is, let's go do something fun. Maybe we should go to one of those group blind dating things. Chicks totally dig guys who are all chilled out and intellectual, right? I mean...
Oh no, he's compensating.
Part of Ko's story really is just kind of finding himself, finding out who is true, trying to look for it, who his true parents are, what they have to say probably, or what happened to them, and also like trying to find a purpose in his life that he actually wants to strive towards. In the meantime, let's talk back to the motion blur. So the motion blur, we can't help but see because it's part of the game, and the lower the frame rate, the more noticeable it becomes. YouTube doesn't support 120 FPS, so there's no point in me like recording it and editing it in that as well. So yeah. One thing I've noticed though, right? Like for the shits and giggles, I thought let's just try 30 FPS, and that's when I really started feeling no, even playing RPGs in like 30 FPS is not doable for me. Like unresponsive the menu feels in comparison. Like go from like 30 to 120 FPS in Persona 4, and you will notice just how sluggish the fucking menu becomes. So no, I refuse to play games at 30 FPS. I am anti-30 FPS now. I will fight 30 FPS. As a soldier. Anyway, I'm going to fish now. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna
More fish here. You'll never escape this minigame.
This minigame is in every game, and according to some guy, if a JRPG does not have a fishing minigame, can it truly be a good game? Deep thoughts.
Oh, Thingamajig has teach us that if we get this boat set up, maybe they're right.
True. I don't really mind fishing minigames. Honestly, the more fishing minigames I play, the less I mind them for some reason. There's a nice break, I guess. Now, in this game, when it comes to fishing, there's like actual side quests like towards fishing as well. And part of them is specifically looking for the Guardian of the River, and later down the road, the Guardian of the Sea. We're gonna catch a giant octopus. That's the end goal anyway. Hey, don't we have to say kanji, but fishing. Now, the amount of times you can fish is dependent on diligence, your diligence stat. So, you know, mine is max, so I can fish more times in a single day. Nanako seems troubled. What's wrong, Nanako? This introduced us to a mechanic that was introduced way too late in Persona 5, I swear. Remember in Persona 5 how you can grow vegetables?
Right.
Yeah, you can only do that by the end of the game. Here you can do it right now. And it doesn't take up a day.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go.
Awesome.
We're gonna go gardening with Nanako. As the sign is like glitching out.
You know, gardening is kind of crazy though, actually, right?
Yeah.
Because this early on, you're gonna get some crazy recovery items.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna farm all the SP items. The only way to buy seedlings, however, is through, there is a woman that, like, sells it here, next to your house, and it's random every day. There's another woman that sells it at the store, the Junis store. Also, I think I don't know if it's randomized every day, but, like, those are the ways you're gonna, like, get seedlings to, grow some vegetables. You mean, what do you mean you don't want them to see that we're you want them to think that we're growing wheat?
So Nord, what do you mean I can't?
What do you mean I can't? Not allowed. Your mom is not allowed. I mean, we can turn it into a shop if you want to. If your dad wants to, anyway. Who's gonna be the seller, though? Nanako? She has to go to school. Not anymore. Business owner now. You may want to obtain seedlings for a home garden. Oh, you're planting a family garden. Oh, man, you seem so young. Oh, man, oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow. Here, you know, I can sell you some seedlings every once in a while.
Here's some drugs.
Awesome. Now, the tiny salt tomatoes are good ones to, like, start with, because those are the ones that give you SP. So, Ennis, how does Xenoblade Chronicles 3 like look exactly? Like, does it look as good as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and therefore does it have a dynamic resolution as well?
I wouldn't be able to give you a right answer on it because I didn't pay too much. It does feel the same. As if anything else I can add.
I just remember the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that they were expecting specs like the PS4 with the Nintendo Switch, and then they saw what the Nintendo Switch was actually like, and they were like, oh fuck. So they had to do a lot of fucking crazy stuff to make it work on the Switch. Which is one of the cool things about the Switch 2, is that, you know, it has a stable 30 FPS. And it has a stable resolution as well. But everyone, and me included, is like, why is there no like upgrade to like 60 FPS? Come on, why can't you do it?
Yeah, the game, from what I compare to the other one, looks pretty good. Still the same. So I don't, you know, otherwise I don't know about the finer details.
The only detail I know is the Pokemon could never.
The Pokemon could never.
Pokemon could never.
And asking it would be, what do you call it? Would be heresy.
Yes. Even though we're literally, it would seem that we are literally seeing Game Freak do better with another game that they're making. It would still be like Pokemon could never.
Pokemon, you know, if you ask the Pokemon defenders, they'll be like, Pokemon should never. Which I find insanity.
I feel that Pokemon should only have N64 graphics and sell $100.
You know, at the very least, there are people on the internet who are willing to say that Pokemon is still, you know, is willing.
To be honest, I've seen more and more people like come out and go like, yeah, like Pokemon has lost its touch after a while. But don't tell the fans that.
Pokemon.
They could never accept such heresy. I think my favorite part is like some game journalists going like, Pokemon Legends ZA is running at 60 FPS, like it's some fucking achievement.
It's not?
No, that's like, oh man, you achieved 60 FPS with bare minimum graphics? Impressive. That's it, but I didn't see that one coming. I think my favorite part is that they were so fucking lazy, they couldn't even fucking fully texture a building right. And so when he pointed out, someone's like, how does that matter? That doesn't matter to the gameplay. It's like, yeah, but like, it takes me out of it. First and foremost. Second, it's like...
I am almost willing to defend them and say that they're not lazy. They just don't have the time to polish anything. But you know, you don't hear that from me, okay?
I don't care. Like, if I'm paying $60 or $70 because it's a Switch 2 game, right? I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't matter to the gameplay. I want to buy a product that is actually polished, not something that is lazily slapped together.
Yes, and in that sense, I am absolutely with you. It's like, there's no excuse.
Fucking Silk Song is releasing for $20.
It's just more, I'm like looking at the story and see it as to where it's going wrong.
And would you pay $60 for Hollow Knight Silk Song?
I don't know.
That's fair answer, because we need of us have played the game. But I'm pretty certain it's a high quality game that they spent almost a decade they almost spent a decade on not making it, and they're just releasing it for $20. That's insane. You know, like, there were many people angry at that, right? There's so many people, like, indie developers angry, because, like, how can you... Now we can't fucking upcharge our arcade gamers. No.
Now I have... now you put a impossible standard for us.
Now I can't compete anymore. And I'm just evilly grinning like, man, it sounds kind of like a you problem, not gonna lie. I've said this before, but like, the ones deciding the value of something are both the developer and the customer. So like, you know, whatever works in between. And fuck, and honestly, it's such a good price that even I'm thinking, I haven't even played the first game yet, but like, maybe I should buy it just to go like, yeah, no, this is what I want. Thank you. $20. Speaking of prices, you know what's weird? The retail... Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. The retail prices for like Mario Kart World in Europe is like 90 euros, right?
Crazy, but go on.
And the other games would be then 80 euros. But I have seen like a random toy store that I just randomly went in Utrecht because of how fucking huge it was on the inside. Like, you would never see it coming. And I just saw some Nintendo games, and I'm like, holy shit. I think it's still, Mario Kart World is still too expensive, but it's like 75 euros compared to 90 euros. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, even the stores are like, this is bullshit, let's discount it. Like, Donkey Kong
How
Bonanza...
are you supposed to sell a game if they do this nonsense? Like, how am I supposed to sell a product with this nonsense?
Donkey Kong Bonanza was also like less than 70 euros, but this one was weird, right? So I don't know if it was just a really weird way of how it's typed, but it literally said, this game is discounted from 60 euros to 64 euros. So you discounted it to 4 euros more expensive. I'm so confused. What? Now, I don't know if it was actually 60 euros or 65 euros, because they were very confusing about that. But yeah, I was like, I'm looking at that, it's like, listen, even like stores are like, this is ridiculous, we're just gonna discount this instead.
But because it's true. It's like the comic market knows about this, right?
Yeah.
When stuff is overpriced, or it isn't, or it isn't or it isn't good, then people won't buy, and then they make a loss, and not the game company, because they're the customers of the game companies.
Yeah. Yeah. What often happens as well sometimes that they can buy in bulk, and when they buy in bulk, they're just able to like lower the price a bit more because they could make a profit out of selling a lot more copies. If I'm correct on that, anyway. But it's kind of weird then, because I don't understand why it's automatically 10 euros more expensive now, including on digital stores. But this also means that on digital stores, like Steam, games are automatically now 10 euros more expensive. And like, this means that if I go to a random store, I can get a physical copy for less money now. And that's kind of bothering me, because there's no physical copy for like PCs or Steam at all. So like, I'm a little bit like...
Actually, thankfully there is a site that works on it to make all of those games physical copies, but...
Yeah, my idea for like physical copies would be like making them maybe like USBs or something. I don't know what you think of that.
Could work. It's like anything really works.
You could put the whole game into a USB. I think that makes sense. Yeah, if I were Steam, right, I think my next step for like total market domination would be to have actual physical copies as well. I think that might even justify for some developers the price to lose 30% of the income. Because then Steam would be the one responsible for the making of the physical copies. Which I'm not certain what the best way would be. I would assume you'd go for like the cheapest option. But I don't know what is cheaper in terms of like SD drives, USBs. I don't think CDs are ever gonna make a comeback on PCs at this point.
Yeah, it has to be USBs.
Yeah. It would then be like a USB that's like locked, that you can just maybe, I don't know if the USB should be locked though. It's kind of a, not sure how they would do that as well. You want to be able to mod the game, obviously. Maybe you can make it so that like with USB you can connect to the Steam and you can then also get the digital copy alongside the physical copy.
How about something crazy? Because back in the old days we had this, right? Is that if you buy something and then it's yours, right?
Yes.
It sounds insane, but when I buy a shaving tool, what do you call it? What was it called in English? From those, let's say a razor. I'll buy a razor to shave my beard, right?
Yes.
Gillette cannot just come into my house and then take that Gillette and then do whatever it wants with it. Those shaves. Those are mine, and they have no right to it. They cannot even tell me what to do with those razors, because I can just burn them after buying them. And they have nothing they can do against it.
We are here
or I can resell it.
to teach Yukiko some cooking, because she thinks, well, if I have to go out on my own, I have to learn how to cook. Unfortunately, I don't think she'll ever be able to cook.
Well, what do you mean? The tier list says that she's a pretty good cook.
I don't know.
But besides that, it's like I said, it's like Gillette has no rights to what I do with their razors after I buy them, and the same should be applying to those USBs. you know, they can always still apply their piracy laws, right, and try to prevent people, you know, take them, force websites to take them down, and all of that.
I'm just more so thinking
But
as well.
But they've been doing that for years, so nothing changes.
I'm more so thinking that I wonder, like, if it would be cheap, if there's like a cheaper, if it would be cheap, if it would cost more money somehow, if you were to make the USB like easily accessible or something like that. I don't know what would be more expensive. I don't know if that matters at all. I'm just thinking how like some
be a worthy price to make, you know.
Regular USB, some regular USB would be. Regular USB wouldn't even cost that much. I don't think. I'm not really certain. Of course, you could just install the game through the USB, then it wouldn't matter, right? I just think that you could buy a physical copy and then it will also count as a digital copy at the same time to your linked Steam account. So you could get like a digital copy and a physical copy at the same time. You could then even share the physical copy without it becoming a digital copy, if that makes any sense. Like the first, you'll have a physical copy and you also have a key on top of that for the digital version, so you get both. But you can't just simply share the digital password with everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can share the physical copy at least. But I don't know how that would work. But I'm pretty certain someone could figure it out. How many years do you give before Nintendo Switch 2 gets emulated?
2.
Alright. I think 3.
At this point, you know, I'm also on the boat of thinking that most of these, what do you call it, programs aren't even that, those consoles aren't even that advanced as they used to be anymore, right? They're probably just like a slight upgrade, like an overclocked Switch 1, maybe, like how they did with the Nintendo GameCube.
Now this one is pretty different. The thing is that most consoles nowadays are closer to PCs, which somewhat makes them easier to emulate in a sense, in that you don't have to go with very tricky software like the PlayStation 3 emulator has to. It's only a question of power and, you know, figuring things out, obviously, because they have to reverse engineer everything. So far, like, we've only had a little bit of PS4 emulation. But I think the problem is that some people that were making the emulator kind of stopped and didn't really open source anything, so I don't think there has been much development on that front. Do you think? Honestly, I think Nintendo would be more wary if, like, they made a Nintendo Switch 2 emulator. Unlike Yuzu, I think they will actually be quicker to strike it down. We'll just have to wait and see until their console becomes people start not buying them as much anymore.
You know, those people in all of those comments always say it. Piracy is less of a question of, what do you call it? It's less of a question of me being greedy and more about the what they offer is just not worth it.
Essentially, because if Nintendo were just a chill company that didn't destroy fan games and mods and everything, I probably wouldn't even hate them that much. And at the same time, I also think that, like, I feel like Nintendo is the one being greedy here, like selling fucking tutorials for 10 euros on how the Switch 2 works for like 10 euros or 15 euros.
Yeah.
In general, the Switch 2 could have waited a little bit more with releasing, because they don't even have all the Switch 2 developers kits ready, so developers can only develop on the Switch 1, most of them. It's really weird how you have a console that has DLSS, right? Like, it uses NVIDIA architecture. And it's like, okay, and we're not taking advantage of that because the fucking games we make are only using FSR1 for some fucking reason. But why, though? Yeah, the games will look blurrier, you're gonna like it. Okay, thank you, Nintendo.
Bye bye.
We have better technology, let's not use it. Good idea. To be fair, I don't even really hate the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware to begin with. I feel like when it comes to most of the time, you know, most of gaming has kind of advanced to like a peak at this point. So I don't really need super advanced hardware most of the time. It's just the prices, man. Why are the games so fucking expensive? They're never gonna go on discount either. It's not like the Steam store. Wow, more books that I'm not going to read because I read all of them in my first playthrough. I don't need any of the yet. Hey guys, did you guys know? Ennis finally did it. The Madman finally did it. He fucking got all achievements in Strangers of Paradise.
That unironically, I learned that it wasn't even. I didn't even need to go that hard in the Rift. Like I didn't need to reach floor 100.
What was it that you needed to do to get that achievement?
I just needed to get far enough and then increase my bond with the Cactar monster and the Tomberry. Which then the Cactar would give me a knife, which I would then give to the Tomberry, and the Tomberry would then, you know, become mid, so that the Tomberry blacksmith would then say that he's Sid.
Oh, okay. I got something out of her shoebox. It's a note. Excuse me for writing this out of the blue. I held my emotions back all this time because I didn't want to disturb you. I love you. But it's addressed to someone else, so we're not getting bitches, unfortunately. But there seems to be... This girl seems to have requested us for the fox. Like, she wants to learn how to talk better. I think... Was that what it was? No, I don't remember what it was. I think in her case... Maybe in her case it was more like it was more like a love question. I don't fucking remember what the side quest was. I like my favorite side quests are the ones where you have to like talk to someone multiple days because I keep forgetting, and then, you know, when I remember to talk to someone, it starts raining and then someone isn't there anymore. I'm like, fuck you. By the way, when it comes to the fox side quests, what I would recommend is that you always start the side quest because that doesn't take a day. Finishing the side quest does take a day. So the best thing you can do is wait until it rains, because when it rains you can barely do shit. That's the best time to finish the quest, and like, because the fox will appear at rain. It doesn't care about the rain. It's a fox.
I see. Why not? Maybe it would like to get some cover from the rain.
I mean, it's at the shrine constantly. It's gonna be outside. You're not about to tell me how delicious that was, are you? Yukiko looks sad. Can I toss this? I don't think you'll get any stars from that one. I don't think you'll get any beats from that one. I don't think you'll get anything out of that. Nanako-chan, well, I was just having... Oh, I wanted to... Nanako, my favorite part about Nanako is that she literally eats anything and it'll taste good to her. She could eat mystery food eggs and still think, wow, this is the best shit I've ever eaten. So, Anis, remember this, whenever you have food you don't like, just give it to Nanako. She'll eat it.
That's horrible.
But it works. That's okay, I'm having fun. I just don't feed me again. You can sense that Yukiko is relying on you. You feel your relationship has deepened. I believe after this one, we're gonna go back to Kanji's dungeon. So, like, did your work started Monday? Wait, it started Tuesday.
In essence, it would have started. It did start Monday. Then I was working at home that day. Then Tuesday, I was assigned somewhere, but then I guess because somebody else already went there, they said, "Oh fuck it, let him go there for the rest of the week."
Nice. No more Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
Amazing.
sent to Neo Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's called Utrecht.
Real father. What do they mean by real? Related to you by blood. But I have to say, a person you love a lot. Oh, okay, then you're my real big brother. And that's my real father. But I don't think Dad really loves me. Maybe. Maybe I'm not real to him. Daddy doesn't come home because I'm not his real daughter. Did he say that? No. Looks like Nanaka stopped worrying. Why'd she leave me? Then Mom was still here, we all went out together. We picked flowers at Samegawa. Nanako talked about her memories. She understood Nanako's feelings a little better. Hey, big bro. It's about Nanako's bedtime. What should you do? I'll listen to her a little bit more. And well, today I woke up. It's getting late, so you put Nanako to bed and went to your own room. Next time on Persona 4, right now on Persona 4, we are going to... Hold on a minute, let's...
No.
Right now on
I always find...
Right now on Persona 4, we are going to... stop someone from having gay thoughts.
You know, about the question of real dad, the real parents and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Or at the very least, I do get to an extent how it works and all that, right? And how it could affect some relationships with people. But I do think that after some time, with how close you get to the person, it can affect your bond to almost feel like it's your real parents.
At some point, it just doesn't really matter. It's more about the action and results than it is about the semantics of things. Like, oh well, we are both related, so parent and child. But like, if let's say you have someone raising you and really taking care of you and stuff like that, for like years and years, that might as well be your dad or your mom.
Exactly.
It's kind of like why often you would say like soldiers are brothers to each other because you know the brothers are in arms, but like it's also just because they practically survive together as well. And if that happens for a long time, you might as well be considered brothers as well. Sometimes. Seems to work for some at least. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of guys say bro.
Yes.
There's a reason why that linguistical part is like popular. You don't see girls saying sis to each other now, do you?
What do you mean? They do.
They do.
Yes, it's just that you rarely see it, and there's a reason why you rarely see it.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, the biggest enemy of a woman is another woman, after all.
The other biggest enemy of women is... no...
Diet.
The diet. I would say no money. The concept of money.
Money.
The concept of limited money.
The concept of math, better put.
The concept of math, especially regarding money.
Yes. I will forever love It's a Gundam's, this, you know, adventures with his girlfriends. Because the man ends up having some of the craziest women, probably because he himself is damaged and keeps finding those.
You know, there's some people with just a talent to find the worst partners in imaginable. The worst part is that sometimes they'll have that as an image and think like, oh, all of them are like this, every single one of them.
For Gundam, it's probably his brother, his mother and sister being part of the effect.
See, that makes it worse, right? Like, I think that's even worse than having bad girlfriends, is when your mother and sister are, like, crazy, because then you think, whoopin'.
Really bad examples of life, yeah. And he grew up with a single mom. I noticed.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I really am. I am really. Indeed, he really has gone through a rough life. But it ends up being in the case of him explaining one of his girlfriends, who thinks that, well, he's like, why did you spend all the money for the mortgage? It's like, Gundam, you understand money wrong. You have, you're not thinking in rich mentality. You have to spend money so that the money will flow back to you.
From where? It's like, yeah, but that only happens if you actually have a plan. Like, we're talking about investments at that point. We're not talking about like, what the fuck? Okay, according to her, what should we invest into that will give us our money back?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
If he says clothing, I'm fucking starting an OnlyFans account for her and like fucking just post photos of her on it.
And that's how you invest into your girlfriends.
Listen, if they want to be stupid, I'll show them what true stupidity can reach. What do you want to drink? Pour a surprise me. Alright. I remember fucking like my mom, I think it was my mom's brother or something that said like surprised me when someone asked what he wanted to drink. So this put every little drink in there. Everything from the fucking fridge put in one cup. It was like, well, he told me to surprise you, so like, here you go.
Genius. It is absolutely true. Best way to surprise somebody.
Never say surprise me. You never know what you're gonna get. Alright. Damn. Can't believe a woman got hit by a woman bicyclist was hit by a car and died. No, go turn off the TV. Oh, okay. Kinda brings bad memories.
And, the TV ain't really fun after all. It's like it's all about the dead people that die.
And that's why you don't watch the news. Like all you see is just people dying. Yeah, you were talking about like that's basically her mom was like hit by a car accident and died. That's kind of how it happened. It was when she came to pick her up too.
Yeah.
I think I've said it before though. Like the whole story is basically part of the. Did I say it? I'm kind of a bit later then. I wanna go to Kanji's dungeon. Come on, Jesse. When do we go to dungeon? Dungeon fun.
I wanna see the closeted homosexual already.
On one hand, right? I understand that Kanji is not gay, actually, but there comes a point where I also sometimes think, yeah, but like, can you really blame people for thinking? Have you seen his boss fight?
I mean, I'm looking at his dungeon and it gives me the vibes. Unless he just fears about, unless he's just a feminine man or something like that.
You see, that's actually what it is. He has like feminine interests, like crafting, like crafts.
Oh, he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that then fears that people will make fun of it or something. Oh.
Yes.
Nah, I get him. I totally get him.
It makes more sense too when we get when we get further from that.
When you actually don't watch see the cutscenes and actually play the game for 5 minutes.
Yeah, when you don't like just watch TikToks about what the game is like and actually play the game. I'm a big fan of Persona. I only watch YouTube shorts.
My favorite character is what was the detective man's name again?
And the showing is to Persona 10. Naruto, and it's a she.
No, don't say anything. Why are you spoiling the game, you cunt?
I literally told you more times than one, though. I literally told you. I fucking told you before. It's not my fault your memory is gone. What does it matter if I spoil you? You're gonna forget it anyway.
He says to the TikTok braids.
Every TikTok video I make is just one giant spoiler. By the end, I'm gonna say, don't complain at me. You're already gonna forget this the next minute anyway.
Your whole channel is all about One Piece spoilers.
It's just gonna be One Piece spoilers. And then after, by the end, I'm like, don't get angry at me. You're gonna forget this when you start watching the show.
That's literally gonna be your tagline. I'm gonna love it. It's like, somebody has it be it. It's like, I never apologized. Never apologize. Yours is, don't get angry at me. You're gonna forget. Idiot.
Here I rejected someone without a second thought. In the most bean way possible. We're like, can't you just be nice? There's no way to go out with him, so why let's get his hopes up?
Mark.
I mean, yeah, but like, you could simply say, no, thank you. Is we're going like, have you looked in the mirror? Ugly, gross, disgusting. The worst you can do, and is to say no. For Nanako and Dojima, you both need like levels of understanding and I think another kindness as well to get their like social ranks going. Don't tell Dad, but Nanako looks like she's about to cry. Swear to it. Okay. Nanako nods and begins talking. They handed this.
I spilled over his favorite milk.
They said to give it to our parents. The paper Nanako gave you was like parent survey regarding scheduling of parent-teacher interviews. They said to have our parents write down when they can visit the school, but Dad's always working, so he can't come, huh? I'll ask him with you. Really? Thanks, big bro. I'll give this to Dad. I'll ask him to come. I'm glad I asked you. You can feel Nanako's trust, or you feel like your relationship with Nanako has got deeper. And boom. Rank 6. I'm gonna fucking max rank these two very early on in the game. Normally it takes a while because you have to maximize your fucking social stats. It's beginning late, so you put Nanako to bed and you went to your room, as you do. Man, the weather sucks. You overhear students talking. Have you ever been watching that mail order show that's on TV every Sunday? The one on Sunday?
Oh, here we go!
It's time for the scam. It's time for the scam artist.
No, he's the best.
The best scam artist.
He opens an underground website where you can buy some guns and knives.
Yeah, now he's the TV seller.
No, here he's the TV seller.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose his job in the future.
He's gonna lose his job and become a black site market dealer. I like how he keeps getting fucking worse in every game. Like in the third game, he was a guy scamming you specifically.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you moved up in the world with this game and then went down.
No, he was a CEO in the third game. In this game. Yeah, in this game he's a TV seller, and then he becomes a black market dealer. I'm finally in the same class as the girl, and I haven't been able to talk to her once. Damn it! Even if okay, this is another side quest. Like, you have to ask the girl her hobbies multiple times, and then it's like, hey, this is our hobbies. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking ask her out. He's gonna get thrown off the building, probably. If this were Grand Blue, that would totally happen. Damn it.
He's gonna get assassinated by his friends if he makes any success.
Yeah. There's one, you probably heard of it, but Miss Komi-san can't communicate.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, the entire anime is the main character being on thin ice with every other fucking student wanted to kill him. Actually, the anime I'm watching as well, with the two banger openings, also has that thing where everyone wants to kill the main character because he's talking to the most popular girl.
He actually is capable of talking.
Yeah, but also the most popular girl in school. Haruka, yeah.
I'll be real with you when it comes to that one. She's only popular because of because of the mysterious allure she has.
Which character?
But I realize she's a dork.
Which character? All of
The Miss Combi-san can't communicate, but apparently the other show is the same.
Yeah, the other show, right? She's an otaku that's hiding it. You know, it's funny because she mostly acts meek and clumsy as fuck, but then there's the one moment where, you know, she almost got discovered for being an otaku, but then, you know, the main character takes the fall instead, pretending to be the otaku instead. Until she eventually, like, just goes like, you know what, I'm gonna just own it for, like, this one episode instead. And when someone's trying to make fun of the male character again, she just goes in and fucking, like, throws the guy into a lantern pole. It's like you never see it coming. It's funny because she really isn't violent at all. She is just really the cutesy, clumsy girl.
See.
Her dad, on the other hand, I noticed that in all romance anime, the dad character is always the funniest character. Because this dad, not approving of the relationship and her otaku tendencies, and he found out, right? She's hiding in, like, the house of the main character. He knocks and, like, rings the doorbell, right? And eventually he just cuts through the fucking door. The older sister tries to fight him, and she says, like, it's kind of rude to just barge into someone's house, isn't it? And he just replies with, I knocked, didn't I?
And then bitch slaps her away.
No, it's a sword fight and he fucking wins. And the mates fight him too and he fucking wins again. But then his wife shows up and he fucking folds.
Oh yeah, you know, the wife, somebody has to tame the beast.
The wife is indeed the beast tame. Oh man.
I noticed that in the internet that there's a common theme that actually your wife is supposed to tame you. And so it's always a war against the beast and the tamer. It seems.
Unless the wife is crazy,
Anyway.
then you're the one taming her by correcting her.
By corrections.
Listen, I can fix her.
They all say. Well, you know, apparently my dinner has been fixed, so I'll be going over for that.
It's fine.
I don't know if this is a point where you have to pause it.
Not really. We're in the dungeons now. There's nothing happening.
I saw a cutscene, that's well. But I'll be back.
This is the mini boss, yeah. But I think it's mostly gonna be fine. Ah. Yeah. Now the dad characters in like fucking romance anime are usually the funniest characters. Like whenever they show up, it's always just gonna be something really, like they're either gonna be like super over the top or they're just gonna be fucking weird and embarrass the characters as well. I don't know why they're always just the funniest written characters easily. Like I kind of realized this again because I'm watching like Game Center Girl as well, and yeah, most of the show is just kind of tame. It's kind of like, oh, okay, it's okay. It's not always like super funny, but then the dad character shows up and it suddenly becomes funny. I think my favorite part about the dad character is that he's just drawn in a different art style too. It made it even funnier. Like everyone else is in this like soft pastel colored like art style, and then he's in this like thicker like line drawn art style with more solid colors. It's so fucking genius. But instead of like his wife folding him, it's his daughter folding him. The dad characters are either weak to their wives or weak to their daughters. They cannot fucking overcome it. It's either love of wife or it is like thinking the daughter is too cute to like fight against her. It's like, oh fuck, I'm folding. You can't win. I think it just might be in general that like dads are just the funniest people. I think even like in sitcoms and everything as well, I always think the dad character is usually the funniest character. Though in most like Western shows, usually the dad character is kind of dumb. So he's like the dumb character. Usually they are the character that just gets things happening in those shows, which is what makes them funny. To the point where when one show got rid of the dad character, it immediately became less funny. Because most of the shenanigans just doesn't happen without the dad character. Not to say that I don't think there's sometimes go a little bit too far in making the dad character the stupid one. It's sometimes like, okay, we get it. For her, man stupid. I think it's funny. It's not so much that they're always stupid. It's more so just that what I find funny is just how dedicated they are to do something that is silly or impractical, and then causes shenanigans because of it. You know, after like I edited this like many weeks ago. Actually, it's been 4 weeks since I edited these parts. I edited them beforehand because I thought, fuck it, I was in the mood. I don't know why that cut was there. It was a weird cut. But yeah, I don't really remember how I edited it. I just kind of looked through it again. And then like renewing the parts yesterday, and I realized that this dungeon actually goes on for quite a while longer than I remembered. I really just remembered like being at the boss fight already, but that was wrong. We're not at the boss fight yet. It won't be long before we also have to start doing some side quests. Level up! Yeah. I feel like am I cutting through where every fight is happening? Am I not like, did I not include the walking? What did I do? I don't remember. I'm pretty certain it's not all like this. I'm definitely certain it's not all like this. But for some reason in this portion I decided to do that for some reason. That I cannot explain. What was I doing? I think I got a key and I tried to go back and to find out if there was like any door I missed, but the door is like all the way in the 4th floor, I believe, or the 3rd floor. So I'm just gonna do that when I revisit the dungeon instead. Or maybe I did too. I don't know, why did I do it like this? Another weird cut. Why is the cut so weird? What floor were we on beforehand? I don't remember. I didn't see. At this point in the game, by the way, it becomes so easy to start grinding, get over-leveled, because now that we have like cheese, like multi-target physical attacks, we can easily just get all those rare, defeat all those rare enemies. It gives a bunch of XP and money. I didn't do that in my first playthrough because I felt like it's too much, but I realized the beauty of just becoming over-leveled, because it was maybe the fourth dungeon that made me realize, fuck me. I don't want to be on-leveled again. Oh man, that fight took forever. But now I have gotten to a point where I'm just too strong in the game. On the other hand, I don't have to grind as much anymore. I think the biggest problem I really have when it comes to levels is that the main character will always be over-leveled in comparison to the party members if you try to level up every single party member. Which I used to do because I kind of just like using different characters. But I'm thinking at some point, yeah, I should just stick to like one group of like party members, because yeah, I think once I get Naruto in the party, it will soon become just like just one main party that I'm gonna focus on. No need to grind every other character, except maybe for side quests, because you know we're already over leveled anyway. We can go back to a dungeon. I believe there are, what was it, like 10 floors? We're getting close to the boss at least. Apparently if I drink water, the PC face will lose its mind. Apparently. No, damn it, this ain't the portal to a man's man. It's not what I want to become, that ain't it at all. Hey, Sensei. The world you came from seems really complicated. Ever since I met you, I really had to think hard about stuff like what I am. So I can understand how Kanji feels. Sensei, you gotta save Kanji. We're going to, don't worry about it. I think the only reason I'm not just pausing so that Ennis can see all the dialogue too is because I think he'll just kinda get it when we get to the boss fight anyway. I'm pretty sure Ennis would like to play this game at some point, too. I'm not certain. I don't know what Ennis is actually gonna do when it comes to games, because he only has to finish Stellar Blade to reach One Piece. But I don't know what else he's planned, sorry. I've seen the Red Chronicles 3, that's what. Right. I'm not certain if I'm gonna be playing that game anytime soon. I really want to play the game when there's like a fan translation out of it, because man, I'm at the point where I'm just so fucking sick of like the god-awful translations. I can take some translation nonsense, but a lot of Nintendo games are just really bad with it, and like if it's an RPG, that's extra bad. Because you know, most of it is cutscenes and dialogue. I don't want the dialogue to be constant fucking memes. And the characters speaking crazy shit. I only like characters speaking crazy shit when that was intentional from the beginning, and not just from fucking localizers who think they're funny. They're not funny, usually. Failed writers is what they are. I think the problem is that they want to be so unique and original, because they always go like, oh no, we need to spice up the dialogue, but they don't seem to realize that like, if you spice up the dialogue too much, it just starts feeling unnatural, and you start thinking these guys are quirky as fuck and not actual people. Again, that can work if your characters are meant to be quirky and if you can actually make that fun to like watch. Maybe it could work. But even then, it's just, no, it's way too unnatural how to speak. It doesn't make any sense. They don't speak like normal people at all. Or people in general, for that matter. I just don't think there's any thought behind it, besides it's funny. This thing is fun. Where do I go? I don't really know what I want to do at the moment when it comes to just playing games, because I am definitely gonna do like I'm planning to record Phantasy Star for 2 Phantasy Star games for this channel. But other than that, I don't really. I've got some plans, but I'm mostly not gonna play a lot of games or do anything because I'm gonna be busy writing and video editing. The only thing I'm doing is recording Mystery Dungeon, but then I thought, oh no, I have to record Colosseum or XT Guild of Darkness Mount Battle as well. Fuck. Fuck. I'm recording Mount Battle or other things specifically to get some more footage to put in between. Or like the Gen 3 video. There's a part of me that like is excited for the Gen 3 video. Another part of me is like just imagining just how fucking hard it will be to make that. And there's a part of me that wants to make it within 2 months so I can release it in October. But another part of me is like, that's not gonna happen. I don't think it's possible, especially if I also want to write on top of that. The thing is that I think there's a part of me that thinks it would be best to like release the video when the Pokemon game is releasing, Legend CA is releasing for algorithm reasons. The other part of me thinks I could also release the Gen 3 video next year. Because I don't know if, the thing is, my original plan is to release the Gen 4 and 5 video next year when the next Direct happens, but that video I think is gonna be 2 hours long at least, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it in time if I do it like that. I'm really thinking more so of like how I should go about editing. I really would have to stop writing in general in order to actually get to editing more videos. My idea was that I would also just edit like stream highlights alongside whatever videos I'm making too. I want to see if I could edit like shorter 15-minute long videos instead as well. But I always find it a bit difficult because that also it would still take time. And at some point I won't have any time left to make the long form videos either, so it won't help much. I just find in general that editing videos is one of the longest, hardest things to do. I find writing far easier in that regard. Because when it comes to writing, I just kind of know what I want to do, at least. Or, you know, I constantly have ideas for editing. There are plenty of times where I think I want to make the video funnier or more creative in terms of editing, but I don't think it's really coming to mind. And it doesn't really help that I just don't really have much editing knowledge either. I'm just kind of winging the editing as I go along, and sometimes I learn new things and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. At the same time though, I also have to think to myself, well, it's not like I'm trying to make a fucking Maxor video, because it is... Especially when it comes to the legacy of, like, videos, the point is for them to, like, yeah, they're a bit more silly. But they're meant to also somewhat teach you how the thing actually works. To some extent. So I don't think it's good to constantly be like filled with like random edits. That would cause a headache. So I'm not really sure how I want to be when it comes to the editing. I don't want to get too basic, but I also don't want to overdo it either. So I need to strike that nice balance. Especially what I need to learn also is just like I should probably have just like some kind of library of like sound effects as well. And like know when to use like a lot of sound effects and when not to. Ah, we're at the boss. No, are we at the boss? No, we're not at the boss yet. We're fine. There's a part of me that sometimes considers saving up money and buying DaVinci instead. Because I would get some tools that would make editing really quickly and way easier. I could far more easily, like, do funnier edits and shit. I think one edit I did that I don't really needed to do at the end of the day, because it doesn't really get noticed anyway, was me, like, editing myself in the courtroom in, like, the one skit in Pokemon Gen 2 where like I'm just part of the trial talking about Iwata like having compressed the data for the game. Like I had to fully like mask myself to make sure that I'm like underneath the desk, where like I had to mask other characters as well. No, I had to mask specifically the what do you call it, the ropes, the railing, so that characters would appear behind it. And it's not like that was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it just takes time. I could do that a lot faster if I were to buy this instead. Why not the Leo? Why did I do that? I was so scared I would die. Oh man. Here's the thing as well that I'm thinking about. The reason why the Gen 4 video will probably not come out anytime soon. It's not just the fact that I have to edit a lot in order to get like the 2-hour video ready. But when it comes to like Gen 4 and 5, I have to record everything still. But Gen 3, I have already recorded Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness 2 streams. And I've recorded some of Gen 3 as well. I wanted to re-record it at higher quality, but I think I'm gonna like do the post, like I'm gonna just reuse footage from the post game, from the old YouTube video, because I don't really think it matters that much. But when it comes to the Gen 4 and 5 video, I have to fucking do a lot. Like, I have to play Platinum. I want to play, like, Pro or Diamond a little bit as well to show off the different dungeons, too. Or not dungeons, the different gym puzzles as well, because they're roughly different to each other. I have to record some of Battle Revolution at least. At least that won't take so long. I just have to show a few things, not all of it. I have to record. No, I don't just have to record one mystery dungeon game. I have to record like 2 or 3 even. Do we have to record 3? The Super Mystery Dungeon, is that Gen 6 or is that also Gen? I think that's Gen 6, right? But I believe Gates of Infinity was Gen 5 still. So that was one. That's one I'm gonna have to record too. Unless I'm just maybe I'm just gonna stick that to like the 3DS era instead. Maybe I'm gonna do that instead. Otherwise it would take forever. But yeah, I've got like mystery dungeons to play. I'm not gonna fully play through Pokemon Ranger because I just don't have the way to record it properly. I'm not gonna go without a style. I'm not gonna like play that game with a mouse. I'm not doing it. That's gonna be a disaster. But definitely gonna talk about it at least. I'm gonna have to also record Black and White. And the thing is, with Black and White, I wanted to stream those games first. I wanted to stream those games next year as well. But then I'd have to wait until we start streaming those games, the rest of those games, in order to get the footage for those games. I'm not certain if that's something I'm willing to do. So that just becomes a difficult thing. I'm not sure if I'm just willing to play the game multiple times in a single time frame. But then I thought, it's like, okay, well, should I then release Pokemon Gen 3 in that time frame? But then I thought, yeah, but like, if people are waiting, they've been waiting way too long for like the Gen 3 video. Maybe if I wait too long, the Gen 3 video won't get any viewers at all. I'm a little bit worried about that too. That I'm just waiting on it too long. Maybe people have already forgotten about it. Because I would like the Gen 3 video to make it the same amount of viewership as the first video. I don't want to be the kind of guy that makes people waiting too long for sequel videos. When it comes to it, and then there's just the fact that I would have, but the other thing is that in between, because I do want to at least make one video this year, I don't have anything cooked up immediately either when it comes to footage. I would say Halo, but I have to record some Halo footage. At least I have to record multiplayer footage for Halo 1 and 2 specifically, because we'd have to do it on older graphics. Okay, this is the end of the dungeoning. This is the boss room. So from here on out, we're waiting for Ennis. I would assume he's almost done. I'm not certain if you should boot up Pokewoke.
How fucking dare you?
Alright, that's a funny thing to start up on. How fucking dare you indeed? Let's see, do I have anything dangerous open right now? I don't see anything dangerous. I can just Pokewoke it. If Ennis doesn't show up anyway, I don't know. I liked it when I was automatically locked in. That was great. Should do that again. For some reason a Grump tab is being fucking annoying about it. There you go.
Are you winning, son?
I haven't even started winning. I haven't even started anything. I didn't know if you were gonna come back in time.
It hasn't even started with it. That man, you are building something crazy, my dude. That grind is going to be amazing.
Anyway, welcome back. We have reached the boss floor, which means we have to leave.
Oh shit!
Because we are out of SP and HP, but we'll come back.
Yeah!
I'll be back for you, bitch.
Damn it! If only the fox was already my friend.
I mean, he is, but he
Maybe
just... You know how fucking much it costs to fucking get full healing right now? God damn. Too expensive.
You're right. Maybe we should take some advice from furries. On second thought, maybe we shouldn't.
No. So Ennis, you're clearly working on Xenoblade Chronicles 3 right now. Like, what other games or things do you have in mind in doing?
I should know Xenoblade is next to it as well.
Yes.
And then, you know, I was going through this whole action like marathon.
Yeah.
Say it like this. So Black Myth Wukong is still next.
Oh, awesome.
But I'm also thinking of going to finish Atelier Rise after I've taken a nice break from the game.
Imagine, guys, Ennis is actually finishing a game.
Well, you know, the same. It happened the same with Atelier Rise a lot. It's like the game. I feel like I ended up going into the mind where I'm so tired of everything that I just kept speedrunning through it, like skipping enemies and all that. And those skipping enemies probably should, because of how strong I am.
Listen, at some point you don't have the ball there anyway.
Exactly. It felt like I was just trying to rush things through the story in general. So I felt like, yeah, I think I'm kind of burned out of it.
Yeah, I get it too sometimes when I play some games, but I have my refusal of taking a break. But sometimes it's more so that I feel like, oh no, I need to end this game now because I'm wasting too much time on it. It's like, you're not wasting time if you're enjoying yourself, Jesse. Calm down. You can just relax and play a game.
You know what I wasn't enjoying at some point? The fucking Rift in Strangers of Paradise.
Now that one makes sense. That's just fucking grindy. Sometimes grinding can be fun too, but there's just too much, you know?
It only gets worse because, you know, the higher level you go, the more difficult, you know, the higher the stats of the enemies get, the faster the enemies' movement are. You have to just keep grinding your levels up, and in the end, you do what do you gain from it? Nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
That's why I enjoy grinding in things like Digimon, because what do you get out of it? You get cooler evolutions. You know, you get something out of it.
Well, the thing is that it's pretty cool when your builds are going absolutely haywire, and I've seen the videos of it. The problem is that well, you've beaten the game by then.
Yeah.
Right? You've beaten all the bosses, you've gone through all the stories, you have only the Rift, and it is just going endlessly to the point where you wonder... It's
not like you have a versus mode or anything else, or like it's not gonna be like new content or anything.
It's like, unironically, I won't say anything
look at that healing.
About what I'm thinking.
It was so crazy that my controller disconnected. Even my controller was in shock.
I think my answer to it is that it's just where holy shit, that's a great garden you got there.
I know, right?
The example I would take is Diablo, for example, because I know what the Diablo player base does, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the Diablo 2 fan base has become completely obsessed with creating the perfect build, even though they've completely beaten the game. They just keep doing New Game Plus, where the enemies do get beefed up stats, right? Over and over again, until they have the perfect build. It is insanity.
Kinda sounds like the Hitman player base, where every single time they find new ways to like speedrun the game.
Well, you see, because there's a leaderboard.
It kind of works, yeah.
And there's a community, it kind of works, right? But in Diablo, that perfect build, I don't think you even have I mean, you do have PvP, but
you don't get good boy points for it. Hey, look at that! It's Tanaka.
Oh yeah, let's go. My goat.
He even has his own theme song and everything. It's my favorite part.
He even sells Adidas shoes. Nice.
No, it's Adios shoes. He's telling you to fuck off. Put on the shoes and get the fuck out of here.
I can agree with that.
Anyway, I made the mistake of going for the Adios shoes. Like, they're good shoes, but I don't use Chi-Chan that much anyway late after this one. So she's only gonna use these shoes once. After that, I replace her. It's my final gift to you, Chi-Chan. Now get the fuck out of here.
Pathetic, honestly. I don't think you have anything wrong. You gave the message.
I sent her a message. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. As a clown once said. Anyway, are you ready to see the boss fight?
Look, I even got my snacks for this one.
Awesome. Epic. What
Kanji,
the...
stop being a closeted homosexual and be true to yourself.
人を騙すのも自分を騙すのも嫌いだろ。やりたいことをやりたいって言って何が悪い？それとこれと僕は君のやりたいことだよ。違う。女は嫌いだ。偉そうでわがままで怒ればなく。
Nah, in as much as Kanji, then I'll talk about Kanji's forehead.
気持ち悪いものみたいに僕を見て変人ってさ。で笑いながらこう言うんだ。裁縫好きなんて気持ち悪い。絵を描くなんて似合わない。男のくせに男のくせに男のくせに。男ってなんだ。男らしいってなんなんだ。女は怖いよな。
You know what? I agree.
Yeah, listen, like, you know, I completely understand, especially after I've played some of this game.
Holy shit! No, I agree.
You know, I've come to that conclusion by the end of this game too at some point after all the shenanigans I've been through.
It's like, no, bros are great. You know, the gym culture is
Listen, there's a reason why bros before hoes is becoming more popular over time.
It's like men are far less toxic and try to always help the other men out.
Otherwise we just compete for the shits and giggles, for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
Anyway, not gay. These are not as gay thoughts. I swear to God.
Now listening to the dialogue, I have to absolutely agree though. He is it.
Here's the thing, right? I can explain Kanji's like character here. Is that Kanji, like his family owns the shop that like sews a bunch of outfits, right? They're the ones making the outfits for like Yukiko's inn, or the inn that Yukiko like.
Yukatas and all that sort of kind of stuff, right?
So Kanji, of course, also learned to do crafting like that, like crafting like neat little things, clothes, dolls. He's good at that. But you know how it goes, right? Some kids are just fucking insensitive as fuck and stereotypical, so they go like, "Nah, you like sewing? That's so unmanly. Oh my god." And I guess Kanji experienced what Gojo experienced in like in Dress Up Darling, where he got called gross by a girl once, and it completely altered his personality. Where he has to act manly, so that he feels like he's a guy. But there's an inner sense where he's afraid of like getting rejected by girls. Later he admits that he just finds getting rejected by anyone scary. It's just that so far he hasn't experienced like guys acting like that towards him, so he finds girls scary now. And because of that, he kind of couldn't help but think maybe I'm gay inside his heart, but he doesn't actually. He's not actually a homosexual, but he sometimes couldn't help but think that.
You noticed that he isn't a homosexual if you actually watch.
Yeah, it's like the more you like go through his like like bonding like social links as well, you start realizing that this guy isn't gay. He's just afraid of getting rejected, and he just had a negative experience with girls once, so it kind of screwed up his mind a little bit.
And you know what? I totally get it. Every man goes actually through these difficult times when he's young.
There are times where you think a certain way. It doesn't really help when you become a teenager and you're filled with hormones as well, where you get different thoughts too. Suddenly have to start making big life decisions as well.
It all comes with time.
Yeah.
It's just that's why you know the parents are there to help you. And that's why your your circle of friends can help you out as well with these kinds of things. It's why, for Gojo's sake, getting a girlfriend like Marine was the best shit ever.
Yeah, Gojo like took a different route where he just became a shot-in instead and just focused solely on his like hobby, without even to a point where I guess it's like. But Marine just opened the world up to him and showed him a lot of other different things and how much there is to this world as well, which inspired him to become an even better like person and craftsman.
Crazy part with that part of like Dress Up Darling is that it also helped him appreciate his skills more and learn, as well, because now it's not just simply that he's girly for making dresses for dolls and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But suddenly his craftsmanship gets appreciated by people because he can actually make money off of it.
Yeah.
To that point.
But he also just finally meets people that are, like he sometimes people just base the interaction off of like this one person that they liked and that person is like being overly mean to him. And then you think, oh, everyone must think the same way. But like, no, you're at a school where, you get like one small mini culture of children that like act a certain way. But not everyone thinks like that at all. But now he's in a completely different high school, right? And the people in that high school just don't give a fuck. Like, they're like, hey, cool, you can do that. Awesome. Neat. Why not? By the way, I'm like, the last episode ended with like Gojo telling Marine that he's not gonna sleep tonight. And we're thinking, wait, what? What is that? What is that supposed to? He's gonna do it. I like how in his attempt to be as inappropriate as possible, he said the most inappropriate thing he could. His attempt to become as like non-inappropriate as possible, he said the most inappropriate thing he could possibly have said. Couldn't elaborate further.
I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm going to make all the clothes in the world, and you'll be shocked.
I'll make clothes. Oh, okay. Gojo has decided to become a true gamer by drinking all the gamer fuel.
All the gamer stuff.
So when it comes to this boss, by the way, I know we're playing a video game. Is that the two on his side have a to the left side, our left, the guy is weak to ice, and to our right, the guy is weak to fire. And we can weaken Kanji by taking them out. But it's very difficult because they have the skill to like nullify that elemental weakness. So we would have to somehow break through it, or we have to like, just, tough it out. Like a man.
Don't say that in front of Kanji.
Kanji should have just gone to the gym. Everything would have been solved.
To be fair, Kanji is still like the manliest man you can think of, because he literally beats up motorcycle gangs. He doesn't
need the gym. The gym needs him.
Exactly. He doesn't have to. Then again, the reality of life is that you shouldn't really, you learn this when you grow up. You shouldn't really care what other people think.
No, but it's just that if you like work out more, you'd get more testosterone, which is good for a man. Testosterone. You get more you make more hormones anyway. That is just good. That just makes you more energetic and confident.
But like we said, he beats up motorcycle bands. I think he probably is, as of the moment, the most physically active person in the party.
True. Wait until you see him catch up with a motorbike with his normal bicycle.
The man is built different.
The man is built different indeed. I think my favorite part is that this critical hit attack animation is him just throwing the table and then just standing on top of it to punch the fucker in the face.
Based.
Speaking of the gym, like, me and my mom have been considering going to like a gym or something and paying like a membership fee. The thing is that like she wants to like, work out 3 days a week, like 1 day being at home and 2 days being at the gym. So I thought about it too. It's like, it would be good if I were to work out at a gym as well. But the reason I've been so tired recently is because I've been like I've gone outside too many times and now I'm exhausted. So I really have to think about how I'm gonna go about going to the gym and like making sure that I don't socialize too much, I guess.
It depends on which gym you're going to.
So our plan for now, because we weren't sure, we had a bunch of things to discuss. The biggest problem is that there were some gyms that were nice, but they cost like 50 euros a month, and I just don't have the money for that. The one we're going to is actually close by here, like in walking distance.
Yes.
And that one should be 21 euros a month. But my mom specifically is also concerned that some guys are gonna go like, hey, woman, at her or something like that. And she wants to avoid places that are too cheap, because that's where they would hang out more often.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's good, because if it is within walking distance, that's good as well for me. Because, you know, then I don't have to worry too much about socializing an extra day. But also I could, right, on the Friday that I go to the place I usually go to, I could also like work out before going there. That would also work out for me. So I'd be working out and then I'm doing like martial arts, which I think would actually make sense, would actually kind of fit with each other, I think. But then I was thinking,
I would then say that maybe you should go the other way around, so that you're not as tired when you do the martial arts and you can perform them better, and then go to the gym.
No, here's the problem. I have to stream afterwards too.
Alright.
Otherwise, I would totally do that. The reason why I'm doing the workout first is because I often have like multiple hours before I go to the place I go to, and I think it's a good way to spend time at the gym instead. That's what I was thinking anyway. But then it was the third day would be on a Wednesday, I would think. But the problem is Tuesday. I've got like a... Yeah, it's kind of like a life coach coming over to talk and stuff. And I was like, I'm at the point where I wonder if I should just like stop doing that. Because it's pointless to me. It's only timing to me. I don't dislike the guy or anything. It's just too timing to have too many like epic discussion every fucking week. I cannot do it. So I'm like thinking about how to handle that as well. And I'm then thinking like, at that point, it might be possible that we should stream on Wednesdays instead when that happens. Because then I'd move the stream at least over to Wednesday. So the socializing is like there instead of on Tuesday. I think it would make more sense anyway as well. I think we'd have more days apart the streams as well. I'm not certain. I have to really think about that. Because I also have to like make sure it's convenient for you as well. I don't know how Wednesday is for you.
Yeah, right. It purely depends on my job, basically.
Maybe I should ask my mom to go with the gym now. Gym on Tuesday doesn't make sense because I'm working out on Monday. Fuck.
What's the gym actually? Is there you know you can type in the name of the gym in Discord if you want to, right?
Let's see. I can send you the link.
That's also fine. I am curious because I wonder what type of subscription you're going to buy and all of that kind of stuff. It's a different gym than I know.
Well, you are. Well, you're not going to a gym around here, are you?
No. I was thinking
it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like a chain or anything. It's not gonna be like a common brand like gym.
No. Well, I was thinking, you know, I was just curious because imagine the off chance that you end up going to, for example, Basic Fit, which is kind of probably overused and all that.
Yeah.
But it ends up having that subscription deal with where you can take people for free, or unless they changed it. So you can go with friends.
No, there's no Basic Fit around here. Like we have the there's like a sporting center like right to my left as I go outside. I don't know if this is the same one though. I think this is a different one as far as I've seen from what I've seen in the link.
You see, the thing is that in the end, the issue still lies with the Basic Fit being incredibly busy. I know it will be.
Yeah.
And honestly, I that's the one thing I always I tend to avoid because it's just not it's just not doable and it's busy.
No. When it comes to, for me at least, I can at least go within like working hours and school hours, so it wouldn't be as busy, maybe. But that's also a maybe. But like, this is not Basic Fit, so maybe it's fine. I hope that we can just kind of check it out first before we make the deal and decision after, like, because I'd like to see it for myself. Like, we need to, I think we should scout first before we make the deal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's unfortunate. I really want to, like, I wish I had 50 euros a month, because the two other options were really good. But what was really cool with one of them is that you could, like, you have, like, private showers and, like, dressing rooms for free. So you can, like, so imagine this, right? You can just basically shower for free, which saves up on water. It's also in a location where I can practically I can drive without paying fucking fare. I can go with the metro because there's no port stopping me. Don't tell anyone to do that. The other one is also quite a distance away, but it's also a good gym because it's like it scans your body to tell you exactly what like workouts you should do for your health, which is pretty cool too. So you go to Basic Fit for your workouts?
No, I go. It happened. I went to what's called Train More, and I went there because my old colleague from McDonald's, old colleague, Jim Bro now, goes there basically, and he said just come to the same gym, bro, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck it. And it ended. It's a nice gym. It sucks that it got a bit more popular, so now it's a lot more busy in the usual hours. But I think the worst aspect is how expensive it has become.
Yeah. There was another place that was considered, right? Because the fitness coach that I usually work with on Monday, he also has he's also working at a gym, right? So he showed it off to us at Touch, which also convinced us to start working out more as well. But the problem is the place itself is pretty nice, and has a lot of utilities as well that are outside of the fitness that also can be nice to do. The problem is it's in a fucking awful location. First and foremost, it's just the traveling there is annoying because if you go there with taking the metro and then taking the bus after, there's no bus back to the station. Alright, the bus back to the station is fucking somewhere completely else for some fucking reason. But the place itself also is the place where my mom used to live when she was with her parents. And I don't know how much this has become, what it is now. But back then, it was becoming a really crime-ridden street. To the point where literally my mom and her dad were walking outside and it was just a dead body just lying on the street. And her dad, that still didn't convince her dad to move. Her dad's yeah, well, it happens. And seeing a stabbed...
part of living in a big city.
Seeing a stabbed dead body on the ground, yeah, that's normal. It happens sometimes. I don't know how bad it is now. Or rather, from what I've seen, it just seemed like another street that you don't really want to be in Rotterdam. But, I don't see any, majorly criminal activity other than, compared to other streets that are like it. So I can't say. But it's unfortunate, because I would like to go to the gym itself, but I don't want to go to the location. I don't want to be anywhere near here. Yeah, my mom really did used to live there, she showed up all the things that were changed and stuff, and then she's like, this store is still here. I can't believe this store still exists. After after dozens of years. It's been decades, the store is still here. The store that was under the the place where she lived basically was still there.
I sent you a screenshot of what now the new subscription is for the gym I go to.
What the flying fuck is this?
I know.
Do they jerk you off?
They don't. Here's the thing. They now try to make this price worth it by adding some other services, right?
Yeah.
They have now. They give you. They wash. They give you their own towels. They wash those towels as well. They have a protein shake machine and everything else.
Yeah, but
and even a water dispenser. But like you said, it is absolutely ridiculous how expensive it is.
Let's just say that I just come to fitness and I just bring my own stuff. Can I not get a discount at that point?
No.
See, that's the problem. And a lot of other places, right, you do have different levels of subscription, so you can go for the cheaper one if you don't necessarily need all the extra fluff. In some other places, you can also get a lower price if you're gonna only go 2 times a week, let's just say, instead of all time, every day.
Yeah, there's the discount. Here's the thing: there's a discount. That's €1 for every every time you train. So in a half-hour training session, you get an hour discount for the day. Or €1 discount. Which amounts to, if you are crazy enough to go there every day, €30. But good fucking luck.
That's still too much, because There are other gyms that are really good that are 50 euros instead already, and they already offer other things. But here, this is the line at Sport, right? This is man of guys or chicks. I'm just scared shitless of getting rejected. I think Kanji is the only character to punch his shadow and go like, I understand you now.
The true manly way to do it.
てめえが俺だなんてことはとっくに知ってんだよ。てめえは俺で、俺はてめえだよ。クソったれが。
The strength of the heart required to face oneself has turned to this persona.
He just, he just gets to punish his persona.
I like how this guy has like the fucking Zeus Thunderbolt, but he's a physical attacker. There's so little in magical attack. It's pointless.
Yeah, with this Persona 5, you at least could use the, what do you call it again, the baton pass and get some crazy shit going.
Yeah.
どうってことはけど気分はいいぜすっきりしたっつうかななあさっき俺の前で起きたなああ絶対だぞ
You know, I thought this dungeon was wild, but until we see the next dungeon, I can't wait, I'm excited. We might get banned off of YouTube again. Yeah!
Again?
Remember when I just happened to post links to my fanfiction? And YouTube was like, oh my god, you're a spammer, you're spamming your own channel, how dare you?
Yes, I think at this point you could play Sunken Kokura and still not get banned.
Do you want to try it out?
You know, into the part I want to do a bet, but then I'll get blamed, so I don't know if I want to.
Sunken Kokura, like, is a difficult one, because you're not exactly wrong either, because it is possible, like, there are definitely Sunken Kokura videos out there, it's just that a lot of people don't want to bother because they don't get money out of it. Because it's like, if it doesn't get banned,
it doesn't make any money, so...
Yeah, so I don't care, right? I can just play the game. And I know other VTubers have played the game by just turning off monetization, knowing already that's gonna be pointless. Yo, why did you go to the textile shop? That's not what students do. A friend? Ah, okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay,
ただ危ないことに関わるなよ。
また喧嘩
I always think this gag is funny because it's like, you know, Uncle is a detective and knows that you're up to something, but can't quite doesn't have any proof. So he's gonna question you a little bit. But Nanako immediately sees that and goes like, "Are you guys fighting? Why are you guys fighting?"
Stupid girls, shut up!
Damn, I didn't think it was gonna go that far. Dude, she's 6, calm down. Yeah, 6 feet under.
6 feet under. Yeah, I'm the one who's supposed to calm down.
So, Kanji Tatsubi is still. Oh, yeah, this guy's gonna keep fucking bullshitting. He is such an asshole. A true friend is one soul, 2 bodies. You better watch who you hang out with. You only get dragged out. I adopt the trash society with blah blah blah. Are we really getting knowledge from this?
Of course you are. You just know how that you have to stay away from that teacher.
Yeah, I might just puke in the river that you're swimming in. Anyway, we have another date with Yukiko. Because why wouldn't we? She's still dead set on like preparing everything so she could live on her own. She's like studying. It's like, oh, what do I do when I adult? Well. Okay, look, you have assholes! Well, I can't very well go anywhere until the next boss or trainer parts. This really is the boonies. Stuck here with nothing to do. Man, the countryside is in the dumps. I beg to differ. Turning down street deals is part of the country life too, is it? Ha 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 ha! You know, if this was Yakuza, I would like start beating you up and you have to fight him. And steal the lunch money.
You know, there's no better world to live in, honestly.
I love the Yakuza world because it doesn't matter where you go, every street, it doesn't matter what place you go to, there's always just people just wanting to fight you for no fucking reason at all. My favorite one is like...
because of the mug, you know, let's be real, because of my hasted face.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just even random guys in fucking Hawaii are there like, we're out of pocket money because we gambled it all away. Now we're gonna have to beat you up for the money. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? What are you even doing here? This is a beach. I don't even have anybody with me and it's like, I'm in my fucking swimming gear, you fucking idiot. Like, listen, I could go to a random, regular, like, village, right? And every 5 meters, there will be new guys trying to beat me up for no reason. It's like, where do all these guys come from? Like, honestly, right, if I were only playing Yakuza, and I would just be a shut-in and I'd never go outside, I would just be convinced that, like, all people are assholes and I'd never go outside because I just get beaten up by random strangers for no reason. It happens every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know, I can't blame you. This is the Yakuza world we're talking about.
If I didn't know any better, right, I'd say Japan is a crime-riddled place where everyone just wants to fight each other.
But I cannot blame you for thinking like that. It's fitting.
Like, I've never seen a place so filled with many men that just would have beef with children. This 10-year-old was walking with swagger. I need to beat the shit out of him.
You know, look, oh, fuck, they're right. They did try to beat Ryuji. Or Ryuga, was it?
That was Ryuji, I think. Yeah.
Really, you did do the side quest from Yakuza 0, right? Where we already met him.
That was a fun.
As he was 10.
You know, there will always be a moment in my mind, it's like when the final fight where, you know, Ryuji says, men ought to be a little stupid. And then they fight each other to the death for no fucking reason. As the best music ever plays with the snow falling and everything. Absolute cinema. Men ought to be a little stupid. Alright, let's fight all those bombers about to detonate to smithereens. We have to fight in a cage match for no reason. Takeshi? Well, training. I'm working out. Huh? When are you... Wait, is this the guy who screams sex while running in the tunnel? Can't believe it. It's him. Middle school, it was the vanguards of Lunch Revolution, wasn't it? Ah, so what is it now? You are a protector of Earth's peace? Well... Quit bagging on her. I didn't mean that in a mean way. I'm Takeshi Kouno. I was with Shia to middle school. What? Oh, how is Yukiko doing? Does she have a boyfriend yet? She's fine and I don't think so. I see, cool. She still look good looking. Maybe I should try for her again. You know, that in the blue, Grand Blue, he would get punched into the sky and then kicked afterwards too.
To be honest, deserved.
Deserved. You know, at first I felt bad for the guy for getting, like, you know, getting his relationship destroyed
by
with
his friends,
with his childhood friend, only to realize that this guy's just a piece of shit anyway. He deserved it. This guy only just took advantage of the fact that they were childhood friends, that's it. Also, you know, the fact that he also, like, fucking planted plants in fucking Iori's spot and called it Ikebana. It's like, he probably deserved it. Honestly, he was stupid for trying to cover it up. I would have just opened the door and go, like, see what I have to deal with? It's these fucking idiots. Look at them.
They can't even be happy when a bro is happy.
I know, right?
I'm living the best day of, my best life. Having, 2 bucks, beautifully, like, busty ladies around me. And these guys ruin it for me.
If I were truly full evil, if you were truly full evil, we'd say, like, listen guys, hear me out. There are 5 of us. She can't overpower us. What are you trying to say?
Yes, but you say that when she's carrying this gigantic hammer to kill Iori.
The biggest mistake I'm making, this is anime, this is Grand Blue. She can totally overpower them. She'll easily beat the shit out of every one of them. It reminds me of the fucking one tweet saying that, like, you can't grape Klee, it's impossible, she's too strong. She would just blow you up.
Yes. I'm thinking of another fun thing about this all. Oh, it's fuck. I'm just thinking back at the nice body cheese episode.
I was trying to find an old newspaper article. It was falling apart, so I made a copy, but the copy seems to have gone missing. There's a certain case where we don't have a suspect yet, and since the thrill's gone cold, it's about to be buried on the newer cases. But I can't give up on this one, ever. Dojima has a concerned look on his face. This doesn't seem to be the time or the place to ask about it, so we have to find out in the next episode. Dad, what happened to your voice? My stomach hurts. Was it something you ate? Just like a sharp pain below my stomach. I'll call the doctor! No, wait, this happened before, what is the feeling? I don't know. Oh, fuck. Okay, but the medicine used was... Oh, fuck. Damn it, who's calling at this time of night? Dojima here. What? A sealed letter? For me? Is it from Ichihara-san? When did you forgot? I'm on my way. Gotta go, the medicine should be in the first aid kit. She's in your hands. Dojima left. Oh man, this is gonna lose him some social points for Nanako. It's gonna reverse the social link. Dojima has come home. He seems to be in a bad mood. Say, you're still up? It's late. Go to sleep. But Nanako... Shut up! Now's not the time! No, sorry. It's something personal with me. Dojima looked apologetic. How's Nanako? She's sleeping? Good. You've been a great help here. Dojima seems to bear a heavy burden. What is keeping locked? You feel your bond with Dojima has deepened even further. You know, speaking of like the Yakuza thing, right? You know, it's always there because there needs to be like an antagonistic force and random enemies in the game, otherwise the game won't be fun, which is why it happens so often. I think that's also why certain things happen in anime often too. You know what I always notice is just like, when it's like a beach or a pool episode, sometimes like one of the female characters will be alone and then there will be like 3 guys go like, hey, you're hot, why don't you hang with us? Hey, come on, don't be like that. Grabs her hand, why don't you just come with us? Come on. And sometimes I think to myself, like, does this actually happen often, or is that another thing that they do so that they can have some kind of antagonistic force in the show, in the episode? Or is it actually just common? Something I wonder. You think it would come from somewhere, but like, you also can't help but think it cannot be that common, can it? Like, you don't see it happen in real life, or you don't hear about it happening in real life often. Like, picking girls up, sure, but not going in groups and go, like, intimidating them and go, like, hey, why don't you hang with us? Come on, hang with us.
You know, I'm thinking, you know, I need to be proven wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
But diverse people in Britbomb should probably have showed us some of that.
Oh, but that's a different story. I'm talking about Japan specifically. Like, does it happen often in Japan?
Good question. Japan is a lot more civilized.
Yeah, that's what you know. You would think civilized, right? I guess when there's a place where naked people, like slowly more naked people gather, you get more degenerates as well. They're not here to swim and have fun like you and me.
Well, they are here to have fun, but they're having fun in a different way.
They'll be having fun in prison, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, and while they have fun in the prison, I need some fun in the toilet, if you would mind.
Dennis, that's such a fucking bad segue to the toilet. You know that? Like, you know, people are not gonna think you're gonna pee or anything. They're gonna think you're gonna fap furiously now.
I'm fighting diarrhea. That's the thing.
I know that, but they don't know that. The timing of that is awful. Oh man. I guess we're gonna just start up Pokemon in the meantime. What was I doing last time? There's a Corviknight here. I see, this is the Gen 4 one. What the fuck do I do with a Corviknight? I need to check my team again. I don't want to look at the I want to... Oh man. No! No, I don't... Please work. Why was that a quit too? Why? Is Thunder the only attacking move Pachirisu has? Let me just redo this, because that was not... I did not intend to fucking send out Pachirisu. God damn it. Alright, yeah, we're gonna send out Skunk Tank instead, because of those fire moves. Corviknight is probably one of my the only few Pokemon I like from Gen 8. It's such a cool design. Wave Crash. I see. It could be useful because my attack stat isn't like super amazing. Oh man, I have to think about this one. I guess my HP isn't bad. That might be necessary, to be honest. I just don't, otherwise I don't think I'm gonna do enough damage. Oh, that is a good one. I don't have money, I see. Oh man, should I give it to Staraptor or Mesprit? I'm gonna give it to Mesprit. Damn it, that was still not enough. What the fuck is Linoon's? What the fuck is wrong with Linoon? Like, what kind of crack are they giving Linoon? Holy shit. I noticed I'm running out of high kicks. That's probably why I wasn't using Mesprit much. Oh man, I don't have any money at all. What the fuck? Oh no. Okay, that was fine. That was good. Oh, finally some money. I need it. Oei. Let's see if we can extrovert to do something. At least we can intimidate. If only he had close combat, that would be great. Maybe I should have gone for the Line Moon instead. I didn't know Line Moon had such great special defense. Oh, he's frozen now. Awesome. You know what? I'll just catch him then. Oh shit, I potion. Oh man. At least this is a boss. Now it's worth using Pachirichu. Maybe. The Super Fang doesn't actually have the damage for this health bar, does it? I see upward special attack. That was as far as the confusion lasted, that's why I fucking never use that move. Congratulations, Pachirichu, you actually did something. User wastes everything to attack its target, the user faints but does a damage equal to its HP. Not sure if I really like that, to be honest. Oh, we can choose things on our map now, that's cool. Poco, Rogue. Alright, let's see, because we can go Grassfield, Metropolis, Lake, the typical ones. Maybe we should go to the lake. The lake has Gen 4 Pokemons, I'm certain. Metropolis. I think we've been there and we didn't get much out of it. No, wait, come. Not certain. Don't see any Gen 4 Pokemon. None. Not a single Gen 4 Pokemon in sight, actually. Except for Mesprit, but I already have Mesprit. Yeah, except for Mesprit, there's actually nothing to find in the lake. I don't think we, aside from Pachirichu, which is a shit option, don't really have much else in the lake. I don't know if the beach and swamp are any better, because that's what would be following up, but the beach doesn't seem to have much in Gen 4 Pokemon. Escocelia, maybe. Super rare, yeah, I don't know. What about the swamp? I think that one has Shallot at least. Gastrodon is not bad. That is not a bad Pokemon at all. Quogonk and Toxicroak would be great, actually. That would be a great Pokemon. You know, like ignoring the fact that I already have a Poison Dark type. Show! But you can get a Zelf. It's also good. Where's... I want a Lucario. Riolu? Music stopped. Why did the music stop? Oh man, the search function on this site is so dumb. Pokedex? This doesn't help me at all.
You're not getting a Riolu.
Why am I not getting Riolu? Why not? Why not?
You deserve it.
That's not a reason, you fucking donkey. Hold on, what? I'm just looking for a place where I can get decent Gen 4 Pokemon. Wow, I might be able to get a Torterra. That's not decent at all. That's terrible.
Yes. Yes, it is. I was thinking about it for a moment, but Torterra ain't saving it.
Now, I love his design. It's just, man, it's not a good.
He can work, and he can, you know, in other environments he could work, but if the end boss is Eternatus, no, it doesn't work at all.
I guess I'm going to the lake. The swamp. I'm gonna try to catch a Gastrodon, I guess. Later. By the way, Yanis, speaking of your bowel problems, your bowel difficulties, my mom suggests that you should take Norit.
I already went and taken some medicine from the Kruidvat. Apparently, they have these for diarrhea. So
yeah, but like she recommends Norit above everything else. It's just gone with just soon. But you know what? If it works, it works. I don't know.
Well, I have to find out. It's my first time taking these pills because I was like, well, I have to first see.
Yeah, because you've been having this for more than a week.
It's by Friday even is going to be my second week if it keeps on.
Yeah. Anyway, let me continue, I guess. So these guys were like bad mouthing. The girl that's like, you know, kind of a bitch. But they're like, hey, don't talk behind her back, that's not cool. Then they went off like the cowards they were. I just can't pretend it didn't happen. Not like that kind of stuff bothers me. I expect it. They don't even know me. Why should I care what they think? I'm fine. But thanks. And she says she's fine, but she's actually not fine. And that's been decided that we're gonna vote.
I didn't vote. I didn't choose this.
I didn't vote for this.
But I did.
Hashtag not my woman. Hey, my shoes are in. So and it's like I want a Persona and Yakuza crossover where it's just Persona, but every 5 minutes some random strangers are gonna want to beat the shit out of you on the streets for no reason.
Isn't it great? Isn't this what you're living life for?
Yeah. Did you want something big, bro? Go ahead and get whatever you want, but make it quick. You decided to purchase something that caught your eye. You spy a royal jelly. What the fuck is a royal jelly? I'll go take Nanako and go home. Actually, I think this one. You see Chi and Yukiko a little far away. They don't seem to notice you. You hear them talking. Man, you really look great in a kimono, Yukiko. The long black hair is perfect for it. It's like those two things together add up something really special. I can see why guys fall for you so easily. Come on, you're overestimating me. Yeah, for a lot of strong points too. Like your jumping skills. And now you can eat almost everything.
Yes, this is the most dangerous woman you can ever find. The one that will never help you in getting male attention.
He doesn't even understand the fact that he doesn't understand the male attention aspect. But I'm actually jealous about those there. Man, I just love the sound of rain. But we can report back to the Fox, so it's all good. You know, we're not gonna be in that period where there's just like not much gonna happen because we just kinda, you know, we kinda did.
We're waiting for time to move on.
Yeah, we did we're waiting for the next dungeon, so we're just gonna chill. And we're gonna have to do. No, we did the exams already, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We're gonna go camping soon, I think. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh man. I do hope we make it to the end of these string of videos, because the final section is so fucking funny.
I have the most fun with my bowel movements, right? By the fact that it awakens every time I have dinner.
So I think my favorite part is the fact that it had the movements when you were talking about creepy guys having fun masturbating at the pool, and then immediately saying, "Now I have to go to the toilet." Like, no wait, you said I'm gonna have fun in the toilet. That's what you were gonna. This is what you said. It was like, why would you ever say that? Why would you ever say it like that?
Because life is just like cinema.
It can be. The only sad thing is that there's no BGM playing at like key moments.
Well, you know, sometimes the silence is a lot better.
Well, sometimes, but like, you know, when you're doing something epic, right, like you're outsmarting your enemy or something, you don't hear the Giovanna team playing, and that's a sad thing, I think. You know, this is the cinema. Unfortunately, we cannot like continue with her like social link, but I think we might as well spend the night getting her more points. Man, the rain is just not stopping today. Another rainy day. I don't know what to do here. We can accept a new quest at least. Hey, yo, Fox! You know, like they had the whole Fox engine thing for Metal Gear games and stuff, right? Like a proprietary engine that just looks just fine. You can make great games with it. And they were like, yeah, I'm on Engine 5. For the remake. I think, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, who did you sell out to, Konami?
You know what? No, you know what the funny part is? Right? If you use Unreal Engine 5, you have to pay royalties. And you don't have to pay any royalties with your own engine, which is fun. That makes it just extra funny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Who sold them out?
No, it's just the fact that like Unreal Engine 5 allows you to automate so much shit that you don't have to do that. You have to do a lot less development. The problem, of course, being that like, you know, performance gets sacrificed in the process. So like that's why Unreal Engine 5 gets used a lot, is to like quicken development time, and that makes sense in a sense, but it's just not worth the sacrificing of performance or yeah. Other things that one might not enjoy about the engine. So here I think I've talked about it. It's like you can, you know, you can up a lot of social stats there when it's raining. You get the special challenge there too. Also, I remembered that I could work at the hospital, but why would I go to the hospital when my uncle is right here? And he's telling you, okay, you know what, you have a job at night, okay, it's fine. You know, I guess you think you can just go outside at night. Fine, I will trust you on this one. Better than having you sneaking. Like he already figures that you're gonna be sneaking anyway when he's not here. So it's like, okay, you know, at least as long as you're careful. But we want to hang out with Uncle instead, because, you know, what else would you do? The newspaper article? Oh yeah, I found it. You were worried about it. It's about Chisato, my wife. When she was killed by a hit-and-run. I told you before, right, about the case where we never had a suspect. Get it now? There's nothing more I can say about it in this house. Let's stop there. Then let's go outside. We cannot say it in the house, we can go outside. Ha, you win.
The suspect was the president's son.
Nanuko's mother was run over on her way to pick up Nanuko from nursery school. It was a cold day and there were no witnesses, so they didn't find her until much later. Until they got word of me, Nanuko was waiting all that time at the nursery alone. Waiting for her mother that would never come. I couldn't tell Nanuko about that her mother was killed. That her father, whose job to catch criminals, couldn't find a single lead. But I haven't given up yet. I'll catch the guy. I don't need a private life to do that. Nanuko will understand.
Nanuko won't understand.
Is that what she wants? Even if it's not what she wants now, she'll understand someday. I have to tell myself that. Dojima looks exhausted. Sorry. Leave me alone for now. Fuck's sake. Thanks. You can sense Dojima's pain. Ryotaro Dojima social reach level 6. Let's go. Man, it's just more raining. It just keeps raining. When it's done with raining, there's more raining. You know, have you noticed that, like, there's not been a single day where it was constantly raining in this country almost the whole year? Like, after winter was done with, it's just never raining the whole day. It's like it's raining.
Damn, they're using those dense powders to the limit.
Man. Yeah, it's like, whenever, like, there's, like, warnings for, like, rain on my phone, right? And then it's like, it's just like, oh, it's gonna rain the entire day. And then it's like, just gonna rain for an hour and then it's gone forever. It might pour a little bit for an hour really hard, and then we'll never see rain again. It's probably why the fall season is starting earlier too, but I guess, because you already see some, like, trees, like, having their, like, leaves, like, losing their leaves and having, like, different colors and stuff. It's really weird.
Well, I wonder when it comes to it. The weather, you know, the back end, you know, they would say that the weather app is therefore wrong. But what are the chances that there is you know, a rain cloud and it just rains partially in your city and then downpours outside of it?
I don't know, but
that's the thing. It's like, why would the app tell you that the entire day it's raining when you don't notice any of it?
Oh, well, it's quite simple. It's that the app sucks.
Obviously, because the weatherman sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they use, like, a weather radar, but some weather apps are completely different from others. Like, some weather apps will, like, tell you a completely different story of what the weather is gonna be. Some are more accurate than others, I think, and I just don't think the one I have is accurate at all. Even though it's supposed to be newer. The newer it becomes, the less accurate it becomes for some reason. But no, it's like the weather has been so weird lately that no one can put, like, the predictions are always wrong now. At first it was, like, somewhat right a lot of times, and now it's just, it can be completely different the next day, which wasn't the case beforehand. Even within the same day, it's wrong. That almost never happened. That really almost never happened before. But this year, it's just been bad. It's not been able to predict rain well at all. I remember living in a quieter neighborhood. I would love the rain because I could just listen to rain all day. I'm like, ah, that's relaxing. You know, if I were to stay at home at like vacation, I wouldn't mind just staying at home and listening to rain all day. And rainy days at vacation is nice. Thing is that when you go to vacation, you usually want to do things outside, and then still you can't do that because it's raining. God damn it! I wanted to do things. Oh. So. I don't know what to talk about right now. I think the UK is trying to ban everyone under 16 from going to social media, but the end result would probably be that you'd have to have a government ID for literally everything on the internet. So V is sorry, I don't think you seem to understand this when you're celebrating. I think that you're gonna lose a lot of people from your website when no one wants to dox themselves just to read your shit. I'll just say it.
Is he celebrating it as far as I know?
Yeah.
Like, he knows very well that that the whole anti-censorship is a completely bollocks thing anyway, or what they call it. It's not censorship, I mean the reasons why ID exists. Like, he knows that very well.
I think he just reads 16-year-olds, like those below 16 are not allowed on social media sites, and thinks that does a win, but doesn't seem to see coming what's gonna happen next.
What do you mean? He has literally no choice, but is already seen everything coming.
Well, then why is he celebrating?
Because it's like one small win out of all of the dark pills. I don't know. Remember, this is also the same guy that cannot go around saying we should start a revolution in this nation or he gets arrested.
True. You can't say anything in Britain without getting arrested. You can, even if you retweet something, you get arrested. You don't even have to agree with the retweet, you just get arrested.
Exactly.
Like, V retweets with people he disagrees with all the time.
Like, he's at the point where he cannot even go, he cannot even say stuff like that. He keeps telling the people in the chat that whenever he goes live, he's like, listen, we're doing this democratically, no matter what, because I have no choice or I get arrested.
Yeah, but I also think at the same time,
yeah, but
how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do it democratically if you're gonna get arrested for that too?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like whatever he says, he's gonna get arrested, so he has no choice but to say those words.
It's like, yeah, but what is he even?
So we're
what is he even planning to achieve? Like practically.
Good question. But he's not a you know what do you call it? He's not the one setting up a rebellious force, as far as I can tell. He's just an media guy. Yeah. So really, all he's doing is talk.
It's at this point
none of the doing.
If you ask me at this point, no offense, but it's kind of useless at this point.
Oh yeah, obviously.
It's not gonna do anything at all now.
That's what I mean. It's like all he, because of the position he's in, all he does is talking. Yes, he's never going to do anything.
The fog has set in. Notice how my feet is clipping to the ground. It's Kanji. My toes are just clipping to the ground, that's right. Meanwhile, man, again, someone save those fucking children again. God fucking damn it. You know how much effort I put into fucking throwing them into a TV?
How do you even throw them into a TV?
1, 2, 3. Well, and as we're gonna find out when we get to catch the criminal, aren't we? You haven't bought anything from the shopping program. Oh boy! We can get a Jingy Fundoshi, or we can get a fish. Honestly, I should go for the fish. Damn it, Jesse, you fucking idiot. Why is this woman so angry at me? She's trying too hard to diet. What do we do? Here's some meat gum. Alright, let's go to that Dutchie. You know what could possibly go wrong?
Just talk about the latest crime drama.
What are you doing? Shopping for dinner? I'm impressed. I live alone, so taking care of dinner can be pretty tedious. Why? I guess a high school kid wouldn't get it. I just get so tired after work, so I make some cup ramen or something. Adachi doesn't seem to lead a nutritionally balanced life. Want me to make dinner? Yeah, like you coming over to my house? That would be interesting, but I'd prefer a girl to come over. And the monkey paw curled. The most important thing cooking he would be a good cook, everything. Ah yeah, that's your girl. Toru-chan, is that you? Ah shit, she found me! Are you off work? I hope you're not doing anything dangerous. Oh no, I'm still on the clock. I'm so happy to see you working hard. I brag about you to my neighbors all the time. I'll bring you some Nimono, okay? You have to take care of yourself. By the way, I saw this detective show on the TV the other day. The old woman seems like she'll be talking to him for a while. I need to get back. Oh, is it that time already? I hope your day goes well. Bye. Finally. I guess her son has the same name as me. Maybe that's why she's been hanging around me ever since she found out, I don't know. She always brings huge heaps of that Nimono to the station. And she'll talk your ear off if you let her. It's so annoying. You know, obviously I'll say normally say the top one, but I have to be a slimy fucking worm. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's annoying. She's the exact opposite of my parents, so I can't relate to people like that. She's lovely, I guess. I don't think she has any relatives. I can't just ignore her either. It's part of my job. The police have been busy lately, so I'm the only one that blah blah. I can't read that fast, Jesse. Calm down. You feel that you've seen a new side to it, Dutchie. He's afraid of old ladies.
He just doesn't have the same, you know, friendly wrist like I do when it comes. Actually, he does exactly have the same friendly wrist as I do with old ladies.
He has the friendly wrist, but doesn't want it. I don't know if it's after this, but there's gonna be two like social links where you're like that's at night instead. I am back. You can't bond with him now. Too busy to talk.
Why not?
He's too busy. He's too busy to talk. I have a present for you. Give me more bread.
Seeing that woman's design, you know, portrait again, I'm reminded of Kanji's portrait. And man, I always feel that Kanji's portrait is doing him dirty because it feels like his hair is receding when his model doesn't.
Man.
意外に敬語じゃん。
いや、だってその先輩だったんですね。ありがとうございました。あんま覚えてねえけど。
私たち教えてほしいことがあるの。早速だけど、あん時会ってた男の子誰？
Yes, boy, totally.
あいつのことは俺もよくは。つか、まだ2度しか会ってねえし。
二人で学校から帰ってたじゃんよ。何話したの？
いや、最近変わったことねえかとか、ほんとその程度で。けど、自分でもよくわかんねえすけど、俺、気づいたら、また会いたいとか口走ってて。
男相手に。
俺、自分でもよくわかんねえんすよ。女ってキンキンうるせえし、その、すげえ。
You know, at least he's very honest about it.
男といた方が楽なんすよ。だからその、もしかしたら自分が女に興味持てねえたちなんじゃって。けど絶対認めたくねえし、そんなんでグダグダして。
Can't you experience with our gay thoughts and then he just immediately shut down?
男同士の方が楽ってのはわかるけどな。
Quickly make him think he's gay.
要は勝手な思い込みだったってことっす。
Oh wait, no, he'll kill me.
俺だったんだ。
And he'll beat the shit out of you.
うちこう見えて代々染め物屋なんすよ。
You know, normally speaking, I would say he's a teenager. What could he do? But then I forget he beats motorcycle
Annis,
gangs.
this is an anime, Annis. The teenagers are stronger than you. They're more competent than the police, don't you know?
Alright, you're right. But I'm not the police officer, so it's gonna be fine.
No, you're worse than a police officer, so it's not gonna be fine.
女にはいびられる。近所は珍しがるで。一時はもう何もかんもうざかったんすよ。で、気づいてみりゃ一人で暴れてた。んだ俺、何一人でベラベラ喋ってんだ。ああ、今のなしで。なんか俺、だいぶかっこ悪いっすね。
It's okay, don't worry about it. You're pretty cool, don't worry about it.
いや、全然ダメっすよ。こんなん人に初めて話したぜ。ま、今まで言う相手もいなかったんすけど、やっぱ俺、男だ女だじゃなくて、人に対してビビってたんすかね。なんか、すっきりしたぜ。
意外に順調じゃん。つうか、
いい子はやめろ。
図体でかいのに照れんなって。で、2度目に俺らと会った後のことだけど、何か覚えてることないか？ほら、俺らのことを閉めんぞっつって追い払った後だよ。
あ、うち戻って、部屋でふて寝決め込んで、あれ、そういや誰か来たよな。
誰か来た？どんなやつだ？
あ、いや、そんな気したってだけで、誰も来てないかも。あと思い出すことっつや、なんか変な真っ暗な入り口みてえのとか、気がついたらもうあのサウナみてえなとこにぶっ倒れてたっす。
真っ暗な入り口。それってもしかしてテレビだったりしない？
ああ、言われてみりゃ。
So, as far as we know, the killer just comes with the TV with him. He brings the TV wherever he walks.
The dedication.
何か聞かれたか？
He's not using the TV that the person maybe has in his room. No, he just carries his own TV.
Yes. He slam dunks the TV as you're in bed too.
I never found anybody more dangerous than this guy.
Absolute madman.
まあそんなとこ。
なら、俺も頭数に入れてくんないっすか。
You can beat the shit out of him when we fight him.
10倍にして返さねえと気が済まねえ。
マジ？そりゃいい。すげえ戦力じゃん。どうよ、リーダー。
Not only a great addition, an amazing replacement.
He's a great addition, he's a great replacement for Chi. Hey, what the fuck? But am I wrong though? But that would be a strong asset, yep. He's gonna be our main physical attacker.
じゃあ、仲間が増えたお祝いに。
特別捜査本部、行く？
Our special headquarters.
それまだ言ってんだ。
at least someone points out that it's silly, unlike in Persona 5, where they go like, ah yes, our secret headquarters. This very busy walkway in Shibuya. The secret headquarters.
None will be wiser.
話ちゃんと聞いてたか？
な、聞いてよ。
飛ばすな。
テレビを使って殺人ってことは撲殺で決まりっすね。
ちげえ、テレビで殴ってんじゃねえよ。どんだけ聞いてねえのお前。
まあ、カンジ君も自分の足で向こうに入ってみりゃわかるって。けど犯人の手口、ユキコの時と同じだったね。まずさらって、それからテレビに入れる。うん、怖いね。
つうかさ、例のテレビ最近結構面白くね？次に出んの誰とか気になるな。俺前から次は絶対あいつって思ってたんだよ。名前なんだっけ？1年の暴走族上がりの。次は誰だ？
I wonder who it could have been.
そいつは多分辰巳漢字って名前だな。
I think in Japanese it's funnier because he says probably as well. I think it's probably Kanji Tatsumi. I think it might be him.
誰だてめえら。だよ、つまんねえな。
やりきれないね。殺人事件との絡みとかよく知らないで言ってんのかもだけど、同じ学校の子なのに。
関係ねえとか、自分は大丈夫だとか、観客気分なんだろ。
And now that's a pretty good way of putting it, I guess.
狙われるかわかんなくなってきたってのによ。
今回のことで被害者は女性っていう共通点は崩れちゃったね。もう一個の読みは何だっけ？山野アナの事件と関係ある人が狙われる。これはどうかな？これも外れ？
山野アナと直接関わったのは本当はどっちも母親のはずだしな。なんでわざわざ子供を狙ったのか微妙に説明つかない。
なんだ先輩ら、手がかりなしっすか？じゃあここらで俺がすんげえの出しちまうぜ。
なんだそれ？
今日俺が復帰したらなんか目障りなのがちょろちょろいたんすよ。先輩や俺が行方くらましたこと面白半分に嗅ぎ回ってやがったんで没収してやったんす。ま、書いてある意味はよくわかんねえんすけど。
わかんないんじゃん。
I wonder what this is. Anyway, let me snatch it. There's some lists. Mayumi, Saki.
なんだこの日付。
So there are dates specifically on when these people appeared on TV before they were getting kidnapped into the TV world and got killed.
12日か。11日はその前の日だけど。
小西先輩の遺体が出たのは15日だ。微妙に何の日かわかんねえぞ。てか、テレビ報道番組表って小西咲4月13日ってなんだ？
The day she was on TV.
そっか。ああ、多分間違いない。
ああ、それ私も見た。第一発見者ってインタビューされてたやつ。じゃあ山野真由美4月11日っていうのも山野さんがテレビの報道に出た日。あった、私覚えてる。ちょうどその時フリー報道あった。
おい待てよ、天城も確かインタビューされたよな。あのインタビュー流れたの。
あ、確か学校休んでた間、土手であなたに会った日。ほら、私は服で買い出しに行った日だから、4月15日。私が事件に遭ったの確かそのすぐ後。
カンジ、お前の出た例の特番は？
ああ、あれっすか。あのおかげでおふくろマジ切れしてひでえ目に。
いいから
日にちまでは覚えてねえんすけど、先輩らと会うちょい前っすよ。
間違いない。
Yep. So that is gonna be the safe assumption, is that everyone who appears on TV is the target. It seems that everyone who gets interviewed in that TV program will be targeted. At least if they're popular enough, I guess. So now we can tell who exactly will become our next target if we just watch the TV.
And then the main character gets interviewed. Wait a second, I already have a persona.
Well, yeah, they'll try to kidnap you, and then you're like, "Ha, joke's on you, motherfucker! Yo, check this out!" Throws him into the TV. Imagine, like, the main character and the main villain just carrying TVs and then smacking TVs at each other.
You know where the funniest bit is? I'm thinking it's one of those RC TVs too, right? The really heavy ones. At that.
Now the main villain has to be cooler, so he has to like the big, large flat screen TV, and we come in with the fucking RC, like the RC TV, CRT TV.
Yes.
Yeah. The giant block of TV.
私だって助けてもらった。解決はまだでも、もう二人も救ってる。
それはそうだけど。
それに、次はカンジ君じゃないかっていうみんなの推理はちゃんと当たってたよ。惜しかったよね。
あ？事件の前から分かった。
We tried!
なら来んのもちっと早めが良かったっすよ。
Dude, we tried! You got angry at us.
So, you know, we can't come to you and suddenly you think we're accusing you of something and we can't talk to you.
だといいけどな。二度も邪魔してやったんだ。いい加減懲りてほしいぜ。とりあえずは今まで通り、雨の日にテレビチェックするってことだな。
そういえば、来週林間学校だ。雨降らないといいけど、1、2年合同だから、カンジ君も一緒っすね。
マジっすか？学校が語りな。あ、次のビフテキ、そろそろ頼んでもらっていいっすか？焼けるまでに残り一気にいっちまうんで、ここ先輩らの割り勘なんすよね。
じゃあ行こっか。あの子に新しい仲間紹介しないと。
No, you don't get another grilled meat.
わったっすよ。じゃあ安いとこでラーメンでいいっす。あ、やっぱペアセットのたこ焼きか、どっちがいいっすかね？
全部却下。
言われてみりゃいたような。クマだったのか。つうか、なんでクマ？
知らん。
クマも知らん。ずっと悩んでるの。
なんか可愛いじゃねえか。触っていいか？
おさわりはお断りクマ。
なんだとこら！てめえ、調子に乗んなよ。ああ、ところで気になってたんすけど、天城先輩もさらわれたんすよね。
うん。カンジ君の前に。
ってことは、先輩もなんかこう、さらけたんすか？
それは、
どんなだったんすか？先輩の。
What the fuck, man?
ごめん、スナップ聞いちゃった。
顎が。
Well, we found out that Yukiko is stronger, actually. She got the anime girl power.
アホだ、こいつら。
そうそう、カンジが仲間になった記念に、クマからこれをプレゼントするクマ。
お、これだな、例のメガネ。
早くかけて。
ああ？でも、 だけ違わねっすか。
Man. Fuck.
Ah, got him.
すっげえ、お前のはマジ似合ってるよ。
ちゃんとしたのあるのに、ゆきちゃんこっちにしようって聞かないクマよ。
つまんねえことしてんなよ。ああ
Wow, I worked hard on those class.
なんでクマに切れるクマ。
よこせおら。
The other care of classes Teddy was holding. And it's just these classes again.
スペアの方を奪われたクマ。漢字、実は好きね、それ。
No!
こっちが本物クマ。やっと渡せたクマね。
いらねえもんならスペア作ってんじゃねえよ。
He's getting cool sunglasses.
おてめえら。いつか絶
I
対
mean, you know, he couldn't get anything else, let's be honest here. The sunglasses were important. Well, let's enjoy our time a little bit before the disaster that is called camp.
Why? Camp is the better. No, actually no. It's not.
Oh, trust me, this camp sucks because, you know, they have to do it in the more educational way. So it's not just camping, it's we're going to clean the entire natural site and then maybe make our own food and go to sleep. That's it, that's the camping trip we're gonna do. Ain't that fun?
まだ早くねえか。
梅雨で毎日雨になったら毎晩真夜中テレビ見ないといけないね。
But are we allowed to actually bring these stuff to school?
ま、仕方ねえな。
I mean, it's our own food, isn't it?
今雨を気にする。
No, no, but knowing that the Western schools are kind of strict about warm food, you would think the Japan is even stricter.
You know, it's a good question. I don't really know. I also don't know anyone who brings warm food to school anyway, to be fair. I mean, they'd get it from the cafeteria if it's like high school, maybe.
やることっつったらそこの山でゴミ拾いだからね。
Culturally speaking, at least it used to be that, like, usually you only eat warm food at, like, the evening for dinner, that's it. That isn't even common to do. But, yeah, I don't actually know.
はい、一緒だよ。
一緒。まさか夜も一緒。
しね、テントは男女別。言っとくけど、夜にテント抜け出すと一発定額だがんね。
Where's the fun in that?
そうだな。せっかく面白いイベント。
You mean I can't just go up to a girl and whisper in her ear, I'm not gonna sleep tonight, and then walk by her? That's a
Look, it's like, I was like, oh, what? You think I'm going to go at night to go to a girl's site? No, you idiot! I'm going to explore the jungle at night.
Ennis legitimately thinks that Japan has jungles.
I'm gonna do a call of bravery like Zoro does and do.
We're going to the fucking mountains, you dipshit.
I still think it still works there.
Ennis will jump into the river of the mountain. For fuck! Did you know this week you're not part of the Student Health Association? In other words, you're a lazy bum! I hate lazy good-for-nothing kids like you, so I'm signing you up to take place of a sick member! That's not fair. Quiet, you! I don't know what school is like for you big city kids, but it's every student's duty to pitch in. Don't tell me you're not enough of a man to do something this easy. Well, I'll do it. I see, so go straight to the infirmary right now. They should be expecting you since you're already told me to do it.
Anyway, Chi, you do it. A true man tells his girlfriends to do stuff for him instead.
Yes!
I think he's fucking bullshitting us, guys.
By the way, this introduces a new social link for us as well. And it's a social link I did not bother with at all in my first playthrough because he just left the worst first impression possible.
Right, but this isn't your you play. This is you be min next.
Exactly, so I'm gonna have to. Aren't there any adults here? Could you deliver a message for me? Your school placed an order for Gauss, but I need to know Gauss, but I need to know the with me in regards to your teacher. Thank you for help. Anything happen? Yeah, that was some weird thing. Do you remember his name? I do not remember his name. I'm just gonna guess. Do you remember his name?
No.
How about the Gauss? What did he say? What did he say? You got this message wrong. He corrected me over the phone. He gave them the wrong information and embarrassed the teacher. Good. fuck that guy. Let's discuss. I don't know what his deal is in life, but I fucking hate him already. Oh yeah, Konishi-kun. He can't help it after. Yeah, poor thing. So this is Konishi. He's like the younger brother of the girl that got killed. The girl that like Yosuke liked, right?
Right.
So, you know, these guys leave him to help us clean this place. And this guy here, right, you know, his deal is that his mother is sick too, so he has to take care of her and stuff like that. And that would, normally I'd just say, like, that would be fine. But what this guy does, right, is like, oh, you're friends with that guy, right? I hate him, and I hate you too. So can I go home now? And he doesn't even explain why. So it's like, no, fuck you. How will we clean up? I have to help. Well,
time to punch you in the face.
It's like,
Great to
you
know.
can go after you help. God fucking damn. It's like, I could understand, like, listen, man, I need to go help my mom. I was like, okay, I understand. But no, he's like, I hate you. Can I go home now? I need to. It's like, you can't ask a favor from someone after you tell them you hate it. You hate them for no fucking reason. You know? It's like, shut the fuck up. So you understand why I just didn't bother with this guy. It's like, what kind of question was that? Now, you talk to him and you start understanding each other, right? That's all fine, but it's like, goddamn, that's the worst first impression possible. Anyway, here's another brat. Here you got Shu, who ended up being too smart for his own good.
Has a shoe for a brain.
No, he's too smart for his own good. This is the problem. And he ended up being pretty arrogant about it too. Like, he sees himself as much better because of how well he can study and stuff. And his mom is kind of like, oh man, my son is such a genius. Oh. And kind of like pampers him a bit because of it, right? So we are hired as his tutor. But talking to us, he starts to kind of like become more normal as well. Yeah, it'll become more clear better. Like, with this character, I was like, I don't know if I like this character very much, but I started to kind of like him more as time goes on because, you know, he's just a middle schooler trying to understand the world, I guess.
He's trying to understand that the ego doesn't win you friends.
No. If I think you're inadequate, I'll have you replaced immediately. Remember that. This little brat.
Alright, good to know. Fuck you. I'll leave.
Then we should start with. I don't have any subjects I'm particularly bad at. Feel confident that you should.
Alright, so you're not a genius. Fuck off. Yeah, it's not a subject I am not terrible at. Alright, so then why am I here?
It help me study, stupid. You grasp the concept quickly. He answers the problems you have in no time. You worked hard in explaining the subject to him in an easy to understand manner. Your expression has increased. Your knowledge has increased. We'll continue next time. You are a good tutor. It was easy for me to understand what you were talking about. I'm sure my natural intelligence had something to do with that as well. Of course. You're more than welcome to come again whenever you have the time. I'll keep working at my own pace as well. So please come again. You have to become acquainted with Shu Nakajima, the snooty tutoring pupil. You feel a faint bond forming. He is the tower.
Really? This scrawny little dude?
I believe Tower Arcana is more so the idea that you're stuck in a place or something. As far as I understand it. So it's more so that it also represents that he's like stuck in this like mindset right now of like I am a genius because I can study, I'm a good person. It's partially to cover up the fact that he doesn't really have much redeeming qualities besides being able to study well. So it makes that this most important thing. I know it's rainy season and we may not be very motivated, but let's keep our spirits up together, okay? Anyway, I really hate the weather since I can't go out and exercise. But watching sports on TV isn't bad either. I saw the Heikin Dai competition the other day. They do beautiful moves with a delicate sense of balance, though I can see why men would be afraid to try it. Ha 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 ha! Hey, for fuck's sake, Kun. What sport is Heikin Dai? I have no fucking idea. I remember it being balance beam or something. Why did I pick synchronized dancing? Yeah, it's balance beam. And when we talk about beams, we talk about like timber beams. And balancing on a wooden beam is mightily tricky. You embarrassed Yukiko, you don't get the pussy now. God damn it. And here's another setup to a fucking funny gag later down the road. Putting a baseball team together? Yosuke has another plan to get girls, Ennis. Are you ready to listen?
Yes, lay it on to me.
So, his plan right now is to get a motorcycle, because women love motorcycles. And the idea is that the woman would sit behind him and then squeeze with their boobs against his back. What do you think of his next master plan?
Alright, with what money?
He works at Junis, so he gets all the money from there.
Does he have a license already?
No, that's actually the point. We're actually gonna get our licenses.
I see. So, you know, it's a great plan. It's a slow grind, though.
You would be surprised how fast this grind goes by, actually.
Go stop gangs.
Very well.
You know, at least somebody got his priorities straight.
Kanji is still 15, so he's not allowed to get a license. You're allowed to get a license at 16. So, for the record, he chased after the motorcycle gang with a fucking bicycle to beat the shit out of them. Tell me more. I need to go in. I need to be in on this plan. Yeah, so we want to get motorcycles, but for the most part we're only allowed to like ride scooters, and we can't only afford the scooter. So that's gonna be a difficult one. Honestly, Yosuke, speak for yourself, motherfucker. I could have a harem if I felt like it. Who's this V shit?
He could have a harem, and actually, he wouldn't need to share either.
俺らのセンスってちょっと都会的なとこあるしさ。本気で出会いを求めるならもっと大きな街が舞台じゃないとな。恋にはタイミングってもんがあんだし、一日数本しかねえ電車なんて待ってられるか。バイクでさっそうと駆けつけて近づく女の子にクールに声をかける。溢れ出す俺たちのフェロモンでたちまち仲良くなっちゃうわけさ。
フィレモン。
フィレじゃねえよ、里中かよ。フェロモン。俺調べによるとバイクは男のフェロモンを増幅させるナンバーワンアイテムらしいぜ。
フェロモン。
お前変態のリアクション。
This guy has such little female attention that just a slight bit of perversion, slight bit of edgy talk causes him to be like this. And Kanji is planning to just get girls with the bike alone.
Well, you know, like he said, if he has a motorcycle, then people will think he has money, and so suddenly they'll flock around it until they realize he's 16.
Well, we also realize that it's not a motorcycle, it's a scooter. They don't have that much money. I think my favorite part about like Kanji and us scheming to get girls is that Kanji is part of it, but Kanji doesn't understand anything. So Yosuke just gets more frustrated with this guy.
And thanks to Kanji, they're always back to square one.
Kanji's not necessary to go back to square one. Yosuke does that all by himself.
I was more thinking about the explanation part, but I see now.
No, I can't wait. It's gonna be funny. It seems there's a ghost at Tatsuhime's shrine. If you go at night, a woman will do something. So basically, at night there's a chance that this girl... I think we've seen her before, but there's this girl who looks like a ghost that's at the shrine. And you can give her something to get... usually you give her fish, so she gets you something in return, like usually a rare material. And later you can just buy rare materials from her with fish. I think Yosuke and them just go along because they're both equally chaotic and stupid sometimes. But Yosuke is more stupid. We go along with the stupidity. Actually, I think... I don't know, but I'm pretty certain in the anime adaptation for Golden, they go with the main characters like more funnier dialogue at all times. So they make him more chaotic in the anime. Remember how they like fucking sped up him explaining why the girls should like join the fucking beauty contest? It was pretty funny. Man, it's raining so fucking much, I cannot do anything. I think I'm more just looking for side quests. I don't really know why I'm not cutting this. I think it's because of the class trip coming up, the school trip coming up. There's still like different dialogue. I don't get how some kids find the will to study. They'd have so much easier. They tend to go big. They don't want to realize that's basically an impossible dream.
Well, you know, even if you're Asian, this forcing you to study 24/7 isn't good for most people.
Just don't tell them that. You're fighting against their entire culture. Next thing you're gonna tell them is that they won't remember most of the shit they learn at school after a certain age.
Yes, I will.
Next thing you gotta tell them is that you're not even learning anything at school, you're just getting papers.
Yes, I will. You know,
the next thing you gotta tell them is that focusing so hard on your future is meaningless because things can change in the future. And something that works one year doesn't work the next year.
That I will specifically tell to the boomer parents. That I will specifically tell to the boomer parents.
Remember when all of them told you to become a lawyer and everyone became a lawyer so that there were too many lawyers so you couldn't actually get a job as a lawyer anymore?
Yes. I didn't live in that period, but I know of the consequences. I think my favorite example is actually we talked about Sarko, but his wife studied to become one of those forensic agents. Go
Yeah.
check doing body analysis just to see what the murder is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't the only one. Many other people did it because of
I was
the TV
fired from
shows
work
that
in
they were
spring,
watching.
but I'm helping with the family business now. The life here is nice too. Okay. Where does he get a character port?
But everybody, that's crazy, yeah. But yeah, everybody was doing it because of those TV shows, and suddenly we had too many forensics things going on without any work.
Like right now, right? You could make it. You could. I actually no, it's not perfect. So right now there's another issue, right? Where there was like an article saying like, why are not more people joining the labor force, right? The people building houses.
Yes.
And it's like, because it's like, oh, on average you get like a salary of 4,100 euros. I don't know how true that is because it says on average, so there's some wordplay around here that they're trying to avoid.
Chances are that you're also probably either working brute or some other shenanigans going on.
I think the thing that they don't tell you is that if you're working in labor, there might be times that as a laborer you don't actually get any work at all because of the stupid restrictions that makes it so that it's hard to get a building project going. So a lot of people are not going to, so that would be one reason why you would avoid becoming a laborer, but it's also just like, doing hard labor is pretty difficult and a lot of people don't study for that. Because no one is like going, like, oh, you should go to school to become a laborer. They say like, oh, you should go to school to become a doctor instead. So no one is wanting to do the labor. It's the same reason why you have so many, like, during the pandemic especially, the fucking, like, salaries of, like, trash men became so fucking high. Like $3,000 a month at least. At lowest? No, I think their like yearly salaries were like $300,000. It was nuts. It was actually crazy. Because not that many people were gonna take that job anymore. So like it became a more valuable job. That's what I mean. It's like one year, like, yeah, being a doctor would be great, money-wise speaking. But then the next year it's like, yeah, but no, there's so many doctors now. We don't even have any money to pay all of them.
もっとゆっくり味わえばいいのに。お前がサボりすぎなんだよ。少しは見習え。耳が痛いっす。
I'm of the opinion that people should just try many different things in life, and eventually just like they'll just fit somewhere in and just get some work that they can work on. I don't know. That's just.
Oh no, you're going the right direction. You're going the right direction. It is absolutely true, and the problem I have noted that my dad has noticed over the years, and it's absolutely true. People that go to university end up having a way too high opinion of themselves, to the point where they may be jobless, but they'll shit on every other work.
Yeah.
Because it's below their pay grade.
It's like below the pay grade on paper, but the problem is it's only on paper. There's nothing else.
Exactly. You're not making any money. Where do you get the balls to say that? It's actually.
Yeah, it's like they think you're uneducated, so you're stupid, so therefore you're not worth anything. That's what they think.
It's actually why what my uncle is suffering from right now, from his success in university. And when my grandfather gave him the option to work somewhere, and it's in Turkey.
Yeah.
He's making 0 Turkish lira right now, and he could have made 50 Turkish lira, 50,000.
Yeah.
Which is either yearly or per month. It depends on how bad inflation is and how it works, right?
Jesus Christ.
Whichever it is, it's more than 0.
Yeah.
But he said no.
Well, my friend talked me into it, but I think it would be really cool.
だが二輪は危険も多いんだ。わかるな。お前なら大丈夫だろうが、簡単に許すわけにもな。
Dutchman seems troubled.
そんな顔するな。お前が本気なのはわかった。まずは免許だろ。 無事に取れたらまた話を聞いてやる。じゃ、悪いが留守番頼むぞ。
Well, we're just gonna have to get a license and hope. It's from Yosuke.
よ、俺だけど。バイクの件どうだった？なんか気になっちまってさ。
I'm not sure if the biking was in the original game though. I'm gonna explain more of that why after we get the bike. But I'm not entirely like it could be that the bike thing was in the original game too. To get to the beach, but otherwise I don't remember. I don't remember, I don't know. I don't know if the bike was in the original game. I'm gonna assume so, but I'm not certain. What about the suspicious guy that you mentioned? You should review the manual Yosuke gave you and like so you can do the exam and shit.
I don't know if you can go on without me or not, but I have to fight more demons in the toilet.
I'll pray for you.
I'll be right there.
I don't even believe. I'll just pray for you in anyway. My god. He's gonna die. I'm not praying at all. I'm lying. I'm lying out of my fucking ass. My lies are so bad. Alright, back to Pokoroka, I guess. I have to think about my next move. Pachirichu actually doesn't help at all. Mega Horn? Seriously? Thunder's not even enough to kill that thing. God damn it. Brave Bird isn't needed. What the fuck, man? Does everything just have like buffed stats at this point? What the fuck? I have no other attacking moves. At least it hit. Thank God. Oh man. Ludicolo. I mean, you know, he's weak to flying, so that could work. I should have just Super Fanked instead. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why do we have two double battles back to back? Wow, Pachirichu died. How did that happen? That's crazy. It's like he sucks or something. Well, this is not helping me. Can't really leave everything to mess with either, though. That's the problem. Are you? Is this even gonna do anything for me? Can I attract? I can attract. have no idea if Quiver Dance is gonna help in any ways. Well, that was useless. Oh man, this sucks so much. This team is awful. The skunk tank I can at least work with. I'm not getting any good items either. What the fuck? Yeah. I didn't even have a chance to switch out or anything. It was great. Yeah, U-turn would be nice right about now. I think I might just hard switch out. I'm thinking about it, but Togekiss would have been a nice Pokemon too. Was that necessary? How is it so fast? What the fuck? It's a Mentai. It's not supposed to be fast. What the fuck? Man, this sucks. This whole team sucks so much. And I forget Blizzies just don't have any defense at all. Pokeroke, Riolu. Egg exclusive? Oh my fucking god, I should know. Fucking sturdy. Oh, Samwell would be cool for like a Gen 5 one. Haha, yeah, that would be pretty interesting. I've got fucking nothing. Why are there so many double battles? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I've got no choice but to keep doing this, I guess. I don't know. Oh man. Of course I miss. And I get the worst items ever, as per usual. That's great. No, that's not. That's the one poke. That's the one bot. Fuck. Why is there another double battle? Is this another place filled with double battles for no reason? The lure's on. God fucking damn it. Oh, this fucking sucks so much. I needed the ether to go to fucking psychic. I thought Bug would resist poison, but I guess not. Bugs do not resist poison, are you stupid? Oh, at least it's a max revive. That's all I can ask for in this economy. Oh, I'm just gonna blizzard. Come on, Mesprit, it's time to sweep. Signal beam? What? Oh my god. Oh yeah, no, he needed that extra speed for sure. I'm having trouble with a fucking duck. Fuck me. I just had to pull out Empoleon. Let's see if West will help me in any way. That is all damage. What the fuck? Here's a nice question. It's like, who am I going to sacrifice today? Might have to be Staraptor. Maybe. Lowers defense as well. Oh, of course, Intimidate. But that's not gonna save him. Well, I don't really feel confident in a float soul off, not gonna lie. Why? No. Protect's not gonna protect me then. Oh, this. This? No, yeah, this. Oh, fuck me. Are you kidding me? That really just happened? My god. Oh, nice. Only start fucking not diving. I fucking hate you. Wow, I fucking won. I can go to the construction site, but the construction site doesn't have anything. I'm gonna go to the swamp. I can get a decent Pokemon there at least. I think. Fuck you, Ludicolo. Is this me or does the swamp look different? This one really makes me realize just how little usable Gen 4 Pokemon there are. Most of them would be evolutions of other Pokemon. Oh, Ice Beam is nice to have. I'm considering doing it over Blizzard.
There's a better choice.
Oh, thanks for the jump scare, God.
You'll hate when you miss. Even if you could KO.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a legendary, so I hope I don't need that much more power.
What do you mean? I think Mesprit has the worst special stats as far as I know.
No, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's just not the bad. It's just more defensive than anything else.
Alright, the worst aspect is that you're dealing with a gigantic wall of a monster as the final boss.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really much choice because everything else costs too much points. And the 2 shinies I get to have are shit. Well, not shit per se, but they're not particularly great. And they're also common Pokemon you can easily find.
Which Pokemon are those shinies? I saw Buzzle, I believe, is one of them.
Floatzel and Skunk Tank are... Yeah, Skunk Tank.
Lord.
Yeah. Funnily enough, though, it's pretty useful.
Skunk Tank?
Yeah.
Great to know.
Hey, yo, we got a license anyway. Ugh.
こんちゃーす。仕事ですか？
ガソリン入れにな。あとまあちょっとした野暮用だ。お前たちどこ行ってたんだ？お前もう取ってきたのか？原付は筆記だけだが、にしたって早すぎるだろう。やれやれ。こりゃ姉貴をなんて説得するか考えておかないとな。免許証を持ってこられちゃダメなんて言えねえだろう。お前の熱意を信じることにするさ。
やったな。お墨付き出たじゃん。俺も帰ってカタログ読み込まねえと。じゃあ明日学校でな。
帰る前にちょっといいか。
So, what we didn't know, right, is that Dojima is actually a pretty big fan of motorcycles. And he actually has a fucking motorcycle of his own. That he's pretty proud of. So, and he's giving it to you.
俺の愛車だ。バイク屋で直させた。年季は入ってるが、 なかなかいいぞ。ガソリン入れてはみたが、まさか今日のうちに渡すことになるとはな。お前に譲る。
This is a nice bike.
わかるか？この辺の店じゃグリップギア扱ってなくて、こっそり職場の整備係に手伝わしたんだ。おっと、内緒だぞ。
少女は難しい顔してばっかりなのに、すっかり優しいパパさんすね。
うるせえぞ、足立。
すぐ怒鳴るんだから。けど僕らももっと小回り利く足が欲しいですよね。例の不審者だっていつ出くわすかもしれないんだし、プロ並みの撮影機材しょって天城屋からこの辺まで人んち取って歩いてるんでしょ。細い道も知ってるみたいだし、四輪だけじゃ。
余計なこと喋ってんじゃねえ。車戻ってろ。
It's nice that he's telling us about the suspicious guy. That was a nice hint.
ああ、なんだ。俺も免許取ったのはお前くらいの年なんだ。親に隠れて勝手に取っちまってな。乗り回してるとこ後で見つかって、親父にしこたまぶん殴られたよ。七子には言うなよ。認めた以上うるさく言うつもりはないが、くれぐれも安全運転しろよ。近場だけなら目をつぶってやる。約束できるか？
Why not Dojima? You should just, you should just give him a traffic ticket if he doesn't drive well.
Actually, I'm gonna fuck up on purpose so you can give me a traffic ticket. I am a detective, not a fucking traffic officer.
And then when the ticket comes, you know, when Dojima gives you the ticket, you know, AMC goes back home and then puts it on Dojima's desk because it's, you know, he's still a child.
God fucking damn it. Slips it into a Dutchie's home.
Yeah.
I heard that Dutchie is starting his gang and is about bullying people. Yeah, he's out snooping in the practice. Is Kanji bullying people? Is that true? Of course not. But to spread rumors because they find it funny. There's an actual plot point about bullies walking around somewhere. But Kanji's not one of them. There was people inside, not like that. So why are you making that scary face at me? Ah, see, let's go somewhere then. You brought Kanji here to learn something. Why do you want to drag me out here? Are you here to tell me off or something? I'm just here to talk. How come you're sounding like a cop? Once in the family. You asked Kanji about his ties to the gang of bullies. Bullies? Me? Senpai, you're suspecting me? I want to believe in you. Senpai, I didn't do it. I mean, maybe it ain't easy as it was be since they say I was in the game, but you have to believe me. It's my own fault rumors like that to go around, huh? At this rate, I'll be causing trouble for you guys. It's no trouble. Senpai. Whenever you got time, could you maybe hear what I have to say? I feel all cramped inside and I'm too dumb to know what it's about. Dumb as he is, it seems Kanji is looking for an opportunity to change. You feel a bond forming. Flashbang. Thou shalt be blessed with the Emperor Arcana. To make sure, well, I guess I should smack that gang of bullies around. We talked to Kanji for a while and went home. It was a nice way home.
Oh, already.
Is someone here in the mood to socialize? My jobs are at least. Oh god, what should I do? It's time to work as a janitor in the hospital. This is also a good way to get more courage, because this hospital's creepy.
I get it. I went to the, at one time I went to the hospital with my brother, and we were just talking about how great of a horror setting the Erasmus MC is.
Is that a social link? Oh, she has a character portrait. I won't be sleeping tonight. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, and I can't wait to see who's gonna show up in the next at the Midnight channel. It's gonna be exciting.
Now, thinking of the hospital reminds me of the story the squeaky Romanian said. He started working in the administrative part of the hospital because he couldn't find any work as a lawyer when he finished studying as a lawyer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
University. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then his other friend from the law that he met from the lawyer school ends up calling him up and saying, "How you doing?" Right? And he says, "Well, I got a job at the hospital." And he's like, "What? That's below your pay grade. Why would you work?" Then he's like, "Did you find any work since we finished school?" And he's like, "No." So then what?
My God.
What's your point?
Imagine working 20 years on your papers only to work at McDonald's. You could have just worked at McDonald's from the beginning, but no.
But no, I have to wait till I'm 16.
No, you have to wait until you're 25 because you have to study more!
Alright, how could I forget?
So, right now we have a motorcycle, and part of the motorcycle process is that we have to learn how to ride it, so we have to practice it multiple times so we can ride it to other places. And this is a good time to do it during the rain, because you've got nothing better to do when you do New Game Plus. Because, otherwise the rain would be a perfect time to, like, up your social stats instead, but,
Right.
The biggest reason why I went to New Game Plus is, one, I want to do the super boss, right? But also, like, I've read it up, but it's very difficult to get all of the social links in a normal playthrough. Like, you'd have to constantly follow a guide, and I think, man, it could be boring. In a sense, it would be not fun.
I can imagine that part of the reason is also has to do with the social stats, because you don't have that yet.
Yeah. No, we do have the social stats, it's just that New Game Plus I already got maxed out. Which is cool.
But that's what I mean, it's like you would have to min-max your social stats and all that.
Yes. You have to min-max everything. He's my boss's nephew, so I can't say no. Maybe next time. That's too bad. Well, next time then, good night. It really sucks away my will to live. Can you imagine how awkward dinner would be, just me and her? I don't really like her in Nemono anyway. The Lotus Wood is tough. Oh, sorry for using you like that. You're a big help. Why did you come over for real? A Dojima's? Well, isn't that a generous offer? Let's just look. The Dojima's still at work, right? Does that mean I'll be just us? Isn't that weird? I'm a good cook. You're seriously inviting me over. You don't think it'd be awkward? Well, I'm interested to see what you're like as a cook. When I was in high school, I never gave cooking a single thought.
I don't have much of a choice because Dojima can't cook to save his life.
I just studied and studied. It was a pretty good school where your grades mattered. My parents didn't care what else I did as long as my grades were good too. But that works out when you're a student. You don't enjoy yourself now? I don't know, grown-ups have a lot on their plates. That she gives a tired smile. But I guess lately things have been fun. It's nice to know there's something I'm good at. Haha, this is embarrassing. What would it exactly be that you're good at, though?
Carrying TVs to somebody's house, I think.
I'm also working at a moving agency lately, you know, if you want to check it out. I don't know why TVs have gotten popular. New plasma screen TVs have been coming out. Do you want to check one out? You should take your scooter for a ride today. No. I don't want to do side quests. I have to talk to a dog. The dog went away. This dog.
Go to the dog. Say, "What's up, dog?" And he starts calling you the N-word.
And I like literally like a perfectly spoken English too. Like not even just like. No, just like, yeah, you N-word. Shut the fuck up. What? What is happening?
I was talking to the silly old man.
Why is the audio different? What happened to the audio?
Really good quote. I'm hearing a convenience store audio.
Yeah, that's not what should be happening right now, is it? Should it? What's happening? What happened to the audio? What the fuck? I feel like I'm losing my mind. What is that? I hope the next part will be fine. Like, this is only gonna last 2 minutes longer, but... I don't... Is it fixed? Like, the sound effects are in sync now, so is it fixed now? What the fuck happened there? Did I accidentally only add the video and not the audio? Is there a mistake
Maybe
there?
you just happened to touch the one side a bit too much and it went wrong.
No, I think what happened is that there are times where I accidentally press a button and I don't know what button that is. That causes it where the audio video aren't automatically synced. So like I drag the video but I don't drag the audio or something like that. That's probably what happened. Yeah, it seems everything is fine now after cutting. That was weird. You youngers probably don't even know this, but Inaba used to be very... It was a coal mining town, everyone was tough and there were never any weird events. You could see the passion for life. He doesn't have a sign for stopping, what will you do? Worrying about the town, really touched about it. That's a town, it would be great. Yeah, I need some coal! I need some coal! Well, it's time to look for some coal. In the sense
Maybe you can find some in the mines.
No, we're gonna go to the sauna.
I don't know. All places to find some coal?
Yeah, it's a coal sauna. What do you want? That's where you find coal. What do you want me to say?
Fair enough.
Sometimes my students will try to tell me that watching the news is pointless. No, they're right. They're right, actually. They're correct about that. Watching the news is pointless. You have to actually, like, look things up instead. Do research. Watching the news is pointless, indeed. Because the scooter license, I can't believe it. I haven't given up yet. I'm studying for the scooter license. Only I shall have a scooter license and no one else. I think maybe you want to stop here.
I'm thinking about it because of how close I am to how close work is, but how is this the final part and how long does it take actually?
This is the final part, but it is 40 minutes long.
Yeah, I think then it's fair to call it here for now.
Yeah.
Sadly.
The diary was too strong. It was powerful. Really beat the shit out of Ennis. It's like, goddamn.
I did say not for nothing though, fighting demons.
I heard like Jotaro's team playing as Ennis went to the toilet.
A fitting description of what's happening.
Anyway, I'll see you guys on fucking Friday for Hitting Men. Where Ennis will fucking skydive towards the Dubai building.
Yes, that sounds great. Is do we also is 47 also having diarrhea, or then again now he's immune to that shit? Well,
He's immune to the diarrhea, Ennis. He gives other people diarrhea.
That he does.
So really, Ennis should just bring the diarrhea gun with him.
Would be fitting if I still have an issue.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Farewell.